Welcome to Classiest Place on Earth. I thought I saw an alert, and I thought I was going to be a dick and forget it. I didn't, though. So, good morning. How are you? What a fucking day. There's a hair that is tickling my nose. What the fuck? Laloni Smiles, thank you so much for rating my channel. I literally just went live less than 60 seconds ago. Holy crap, what wonderful timing. Welcome, Raiders. My name's Katie, and it's wonderful to see you. Thank you for being here today. Good morning. I apologize for being late. I had the worst migraine yesterday. Holy crud. It's only 8 months, so it didn't announce it. Allie, no, it should announce it. Refresh the chat. You should have a button. You get to announce any resub announces. It doesn't have to be a special day. Fuck that. Good morning. I hope you're all been great. Well, I mean, I've been sitting for less than a minute. You know. Come on, give me a break. Fuck. On a call, no audio? Oh, Allie, it's totally cool. I just wanted to make sure you knew it would go off. I don't want anyone thinking they're getting, like, screwed on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Thank you for the raid and welcome, Raiders. I hope you treated your streamer with the love and respect they deserve, and I hope you had a wonderful time. Laloni, thank you for the raid. If you need to run away and pee and be a real human because you just ended your stream, please do so. But thank you so much. I hope you're all doing well. Good morning, Rod. Good morning, everybody. After stream yesterday, I got the worst migraine. Like, it was kind of hitting during stream, and I took some drugs. And then after stream, I was just literally in, like, pain until, like, midnight. It was terrible. I don't know. So I had a slow morning. I feel hungover from it, but I'm better. Good morning, Bolfy. How are you? Good morning, Sammy. How are you? Jackie. Good morning, love. Good morning, Kozu. How are all of you doing? Jesse, the fuck. Good morning. And thank you for the biddies. I appreciate you. Thank you. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope life isn't too bad. I watched so much late, like, there's no new news. It's just like Kanye's still crazy and thinks he's not crazy. Twitter's a shit fire. Honestly, like, when Twitter eventually takes this huge dump on itself, like, where do we go? I'm not upset. I just don't know how else to communicate with the vast majority of the Twitchosphere without it. But, like, Trump's back on it now, and I just don't. Yeah, that thing's gonna burn. It's going down in flames hard, and it's fun to watch. Like, it doesn't, I don't have a check mark. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't really affect me personally. It's fun to watch go down, but also I do use Twitter as a way to communicate with people, like, on a grand scale, you know what I mean? I don't know how else to do it. Good morning, David. How are you? And I don't know, man. It's just, imagine, like, so imagine if Twitch charged me to keep my partnership. But it's worse because I don't think you get paid to have a check mark on Twitter. I don't know. It's fucking weird. It's so weird to watch, but it's kind of fun. The fire's fun to watch. I heard about that. Yeah, they're talking about banning TikTok because of Chinese spies or something. Next up, Kanye changed his surname to Trumpler. It wouldn't even shock me. I'm stinky. I just got back from a run. Oh, was it nice? It was a nice run this morning, but I fucked my neck up last night. Sleeping weird, probably because I had a migraine. So turning to the left, that's a challenge today. She hurts. But it was perfect running weather. The latest Twitter rumors, they're going to have a PPV section to include adult content. Like what Instagram's doing? So the thing with that, Instagram, I think it's Instagram started doing that. Like, you can subscribe to someone's Instagram for paid for content. But, like, I have a lot. I don't know what to say about that. It's so weird. It's weird, right? It's weird. Something will rise up to take its place, probably. I just assumed something would already exist. If we're allowing crazy people back in, we might as well charge them for the check mark. Cha-ching, motherfucker. Charge Trump $8 million. Agreed, Katie. The Schadenfreude, I don't know how to say that. The Schadenfreude, is that how you say it? of our favorite Bond villain, space billionaire, floundering and biting off more than he can chew is glorious, but the worry of loss of an open and established platform makes me fear that the choose your facts trend will grow. Yeah. You know, we were talking about that yesterday, Spence. I don't know if this was like universal across the country or whatever, but I remember when I was in school, the year after I graduated high school was the first year that it was required to pass those state standardized tests, but for at least 10 years, literally you had to pass all the sections except science. Like in 2005, we made science optional, and now we're all like, why do people think science is optional? Like, I don't know. Oh my god, Mad, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it native swings. Your baby is so fucking cute. You know I wouldn't just say that. Some babies are hideous. You got a good fucking baby. Get your nice meat beater lady to work out your neck. I need to. It hasn't been hurting since my last massage, but like it's right this fucking bastard right here. I can feel it. I can like push into it and it's all crunchy and shit. And I swear I probably just slept way too hard. I took so many painkillers yesterday. I'm surprised I'm alive, to be honest. Schadenfreude. Thank you. Shittenfreude. The high school exit exam, I took it, but it was not required. Same. Like, we were required to take it, but we didn't have to pass it. And then the year after I graduated, they had to pass it, every section except science. And I don't know if it's still that way, if it's still option, but the founder of Twitter is working on a new platform. I heard about that. I'm interested to see where it goes. I mean, I don't even, like, I don't know. I'm not, it feels weird because it's like, Twitter being a shitstorm doesn't really affect me, but also I don't like it is a grand platform to speak to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Chat, please beat my meat. Oh, how hard. All the speak of Musk makes me think of the custom license plate video by Trevor Wallace. Oh my god, yes. How are people not making musky jokes, by the way? Like the smell jokes have got to be out there. Science is real anyways. It's just science isn't real. I mean, I assume is what you meant. It's all just made up by progressives to justify their opinions. Same. I mean, you're right. Fuck, dude, my neck is killing me. It's just when I look that way, it's driving me nuts. I don't see a lot of science in the good book. Makes you think it doesn't. I mean, David, you're not wrong. Not one time did I hear the word eukaryote in the Bible. You've got good points. Elon Musk, more like Elon Bust. No, I'm about to Elon Bust. Please not hard. I'm caged for an NNN and probably through the year. Oh, fuck. Okay, no hard beatings for Zoe. Zoe needs gentle beatings. Gentle beatings. My coffee's cold and it's very depressing. Let's pack a bowl and smoke pot about it. My neck is a piss fart today. Fuck. Ew. I'm just gonna be raking into my neck all day and complaining about it probably. But fuck, dude, it's just turning. Sucks. When you can't turn your neck, fuck, man. You really take it for granted. I'm just cleaning it out. My bowl is disgusting. As usual. It's because this weed, I don't know if you guys notice this with your own bongs and stuff, but whenever I get weed that's just like really moist and wonderful, my bowl gets dirty so fast. It's so gross. Yuck. Yuck. Word, like dinosaurs, exactly. That was a correction. No, I like it. I'm about to Elon Bust. No, I like it. Who are you? Who are you so wise in the way of science? Right, though? Hi, Reaper. How are you, love? We're being very sarcastically ignorant. If anyone's new to the channel or just hanging out, I fucking despise Trump on an unreal level. I very much am scientific medical professional. We're being very facetious. If that wasn't clear. Zoe tried to get the nice neighbor lady to put me in a cock cage. Oh my god, those things look horrible. I'm gonna be honest. David, I think about that sometimes too. I do all the time. Like, I feel like I'm a broken record when I'm like, guys, by the way, I'm joking. Like, the fact that I have to say I'm joking a lot. But I don't want someone to swing by and think my community is sitting here, like, harboring hate. Fuck that. We are a community of love. However, we're very sarcastically dark. Like, really sarcastically dark. So, like, welcome. Do you really need a neck? I mean, Zoe, seriously, I wonder about it. Like, do I really use my neck until I try to swivel? And then I'm like, okay, yeah, I needed a neck, I guess. Fuck. Hi, Tor. Oh my god, that dinosaur's cute. I had some joke about Elon yet again failing to put out Ari the Twitter buyout. I know. I know. I mean, what are you gonna do? There's so many. She blinded me with science. That right there should tell you how dangerous it is. Lights are science and they hurt. That's all I'm saying. Dude, cock cages look fucking terrible. We all woke up and chose sarcasm. How else do you deal with this world today? Without just, you gotta poke fun and laugh. You gotta take it for what it is and realize it and be aware of it and be a mature adult. But I don't know how else to be, like, to just keep going on. We are talking about cock cages. Oh, definitely. For a moment there, you made the same face as the head behind you and it was creepy as fuck. Did I? He doesn't have teeth. I don't know how to do it. He's a good face. We got to get you that chrome robot body, Katie. Science, get your priorities straight. I'm saying, like, at least a spine. My spine is the only thing that's actually fucked up. Everything else is fine. Like, just science, can we just get a spine going, please? I'm so done with my spine. I don't know why it's so ruined already, but it is. I deleted my Twitter account when Elon Musk tweeted that Paul Pelosi bullshit. I mean, yeah, I feel it. I mean, it's so gross. That's what we were just talking about from, like, I just realized I don't have a lighter. I don't know where to go from Twitter. I have to go find a lighter somewhere. God damn it. There's not even one of my boobs. I'm losing. I forgot what I was going to say. Damn it. Hi, Lizzie. How are you? Animals are the only thing that gets me through. Absolutely. Hi, Mayo. How are you, love? I just want a working pancreas. Please try. Please and thank you. I thought you were going to say please try. Like, can you just at least try? I mean, if they are gonna offer wings, I'll take them. Absolutely. I've seen furries joking about how we could totally ruin searches for Musk. Do it. Why haven't you done it yet? You have the power. I wouldn't be hanging out here if it wasn't for Twitter. And that's the other thing. I've met so many cool people from Twitter. Like, people come from Twitter and come hang out in channel and then become our friends forever. Like, it's kind of a mixed bag. Started my new meds today and started the resin crafting. Ooh, fuck yes. Classy Bunk 2077. Weed Runner. Oh my god, I would do it. Let's do it. Can we do it? I do it. My skull, I mean, they'd probably offer a titanium skull because my skull is kind of fucked up already. I gotta go get a lighter. I am so not here for 426. Real quick. I shall share it. Sorry about the quick break. Had to find a lighter. Had no idea where the fuck it was. This band is literally called Chick Chick Chick. It's CHCK. That's their name. Or exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. But the song's great. It reminds me of old school MSI and I really like it. I found it on what was it? It was the soundtrack for the movie The Bubble. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a new Netflix movie that came out this year that's pretty fucking funny. I also heated up my coffee. I used to listen to MSI all the time. MSI and Scissor Sisters was like the soundtrack of my college years. That's a spicy meatball. Meatball, you fucker. We're just about to cheers. Thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it 8 swings. I appreciate you. I'm just trying to... Is music okay? She was a wild one? Oh. MSI, I mean, that's intense music. Yeah. People that listen to that for fun aren't exactly calm and at times. I got to see and meet MSI during the Bitches tour. Oh my god, was it... I'm so jealous, Sally. That's so fucking cool. Dude, I'm jealous. That's really cool. I would have liked that. Yeah, I don't know, though. I probably wouldn't have met them. I probably would have had a panic attack. Thank you. I like this shirt. It's very old, but it works. It's one of those shirts that just never breaks down. I think I'll die with it. I don't know. It's about dang time. Oh, that was the first song I opened with today, Pucky. Thank you for subbing to class, keeping the class alive, and giving native swings for 73 fucking months in a row. Jesus Christ. And
hail the Dank Lord.
I appreciate you. Jeez. My mother's Sundance, my wedding was Take Your Mama by the Scissor Sisters. That makes me so happy. That's such a good song. That's beautiful. Like, if you like MSI, you're likely ADHD. Yeah, that was definitely some music. I was gonna put on, what was I just thinking of? Shit. Oh, God damn it. I hate that I can remember song names and not a band name. That drives me crazy. This is a good one from the same era. Cheers. I found a lighter. I've been sitting on that since then. That makes me so happy. It's such a good song. If you guys haven't heard Lizzo, one of Lizzo's newest releases, About Damn Time, it's so fucking good. Frisky. Oh my God, it's a hype train. Thank you for the hype train. Sally, thank you for the biddies. Oh my God, Frisky Frog. Thank you for the biddies. The fuck. Thank you for the hype train and thank you for the biddies. Let's cheers and smoke my neck pain away. I just put chapstick on now. I'm going to fucking get it on my bong. This is life. Cheers. Let's get this party started, right, y'all? Let's get this party started, right? I went to the store to get more fire to start the war. No. Now I have to look it up, though. Wait, there's multiple versions. Which version? There's multiples. I searched it. Cheers, y'all. Fuck, that's strong. No clue what that bowl was. I know. Mentholated bong. Thanks, chapstick. It's my favorite. I'll put lip balm on and then take a hit and forget about it and go to take a hit and the whole mouthpiece is just like gooey and then I get a ring around my mouth of lip gloss. Not lip gloss, lip balm, but you know what I mean? It's fucking gross. Mysteriously slimy things are not my favorite. MSI is for driving fast, sig in the mouth, headbanging with full capacity shitbox. Dude, we used to just like flail dance to MSI in our dorm rooms, drunk as shit. Version 1, 2006. No, Katie, wrong. What the fuck? It pulled it up on the weirdest website. No. I just want to hear the song. Gimme. This is not it. Shut up. Okay, I got it. I think. Is it like a claymation-y one? Is it? I'm not even kidding you. I just spoke into my bong like it was a mic. Let's not talk about it. Is it the claymation-y one? Nah, Fox. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it native swings for 13 fucking months.
What is time, though?
That's a little over a year. Holy shit. Thank you. And thank you for the hype train. If you don't know what a hype train is, you throw money at a streamer and get free emotes, and that's it. You don't have to do it. It's not required, and it's nothing. Thank you. Is it it's the claymation one? Stop motion-ish. Okay, yeah. I've never seen this, but this is MSI. If you've never seen MSI before. High school. That's fantastic. Man, the nostalgia of it. I don't have another word. It's crazy nostalgia. My brain is like, what year is it? The Good Girl. Oh my God, yes. Who plays her? It's also got, oh my God. Fuck. Is it Delmer? The guy in Oh Brother Where Art Thou that's the shorter one and kind of dumb. He's in it and she sleeps with him and the whole time they're fucking, his dog is in the corner barking. So he'll be like moaning on top of her and turn around and be like, "Get in your corner. Oh, get in your corner." Ooh. Oh my God, you have to watch The Good Girl if you've never seen it. What a fucking masterpiece. I haven't seen that movie in so many years. I just remembered it out of nowhere. Gotta give it a try. Good shit. Electric Six was the band I was trying to think of earlier. That is a great one from that time, I guess. I'm sorry about the ad. We do have to take like an actual break because of ad. I'll just run another one, get the fuck out of the way. I apologize. That was on me. Honestly, I just should set like an audible timer. I'm so stupid sometimes. It's very annoying. Very much so. Hello, Supreme Chaos. How are you? Oh, Kinger. I try because I care. What else can I do but try? You know what I mean? I try. Nobody likes ads. Nobody wants ads. They're the worst. The only thing that gives me comfort is I'm very vocal about them. I talk about them. We know when they're going to happen. Most of the time I try to do them like on a schedule so they're not like covering up our conversation or whatever. And like in terms of the ads, like the ratio to content in my channel, at least, it's the least you'll get in any form of media ever. It's 3 minutes an hour. You know what I mean? I love this song. Don't kink shame me. I love ads. Hey, you on the screen. Don't call my friends stupid, stupid. Oh, you're right. I shouldn't do that. I hate that. I apologize. Your friend's a wonderful person, and I'm so sorry I was mean to them. I'm trying to write a step-by-step guide to falling down the stairs. So far, I got step 1, step 2, step 6, step 12. Step 13 is Netflix special, I think. This is a great song. Did you watch American Horror Story Hotel? This was in American Horror Story Hotel. It's such a fucking sexy like murder scene, but damn. I watched it when I watched American Horror Story. It reminded me of this song. I was like, holy shit. I forgot this song existed. Right, not Fox. And as long as they're not like, I'm the same, and as long as it's not overbearing. Like if it's more ads than content an hour, that's just ridiculous. It does play in 23 with Jim Carrey. That was a good movie too. Kind of. It was weird. 7 in a row. I know they're terrible. I was just telling everyone I apologize. I wasn't watching the timer because we had kind of a weird start because I had to go find a lighter like an idiot. That was on me. I apologize. I am so sorry. I put myself in jail. I took myself off screen and just sat there. I promise. I try never to do anything cool while ads are running. Like, not that I do anything cool, but you know what I mean? Just because it's not fair. I don't think anyone should have to sub for this. Like, it's a chat room at best. You know what I'm saying? I'm very grateful because you literally pay my bills, support my life, and keep me alive, but I don't think it should be required. I think that's stupid. Step 13 is ambulance. Dances like Wednesday Addams. Is that it? What video was coming? I believe it was Electric Six High Voltage. Electric Six is the band. They're fantastic. Very strange, but good. David, I watched the first 3. What have you thought of them? No spoilers. For anyone that hasn't seen the new Del Toro series on Netflix. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to give you guys any predisposed. It just came out. I'll give you my opinion, but I don't want to say anything about the plot. I've only watched 3, though, so far. I was watching an Australian streamer last week. I got 10 ad chunks. Damn. Why? This? It's actually a desk mat, but it's a Ouija board with my name on it. The company sent it to me a while ago. I use it as like a craft mat, so it's all stained and has glue all over it. But it works quite well because I already have plenty of desk mats. I just started paying for Twitch Turbo because I hate ads, but I understood that people, no, 100%, I honestly support Turbo. So here's the thing with ads. Like when they first got introduced, thank you. First off, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving Nate a swing slurm. I fucking appreciate you. Let me sit up straight. So when they first like offered these exclusive contracts to some streamers that were introducing like the conversation or the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the concept of running ads regularly. And what they were is just like the offers that you've been seeing fly all over Twitter, except it was a contract for 2 years. So it didn't change every month. It was like based on your performance the past X amount of years or whatever, we're offering you a certain amount of money extra just to run ads. That's not even, that was not part of what you get from running the ads. You know what I mean? It was like an extra, just an incentive to get us to do it. And before I did anything, I came and talked to my chat about it, and I was like, yo, would 3 minutes an hour like destroy my channel to the point where you wouldn't want to hang out anymore if it gave me some sort of like peace of mind in terms of my paycheck and all that? And it was an overwhelming like, Katie, don't be an idiot. It's fucking 3 minutes. You get up that often anyways to take the dogs out. So I was like, okay, sure. However, I love this song so much. The thing is, unless you average around 1,500 viewers a day, because that's how you get paid on the ads. Like the ads that are running, you get paid based on how many people are actually viewing them, seeing them at a time. Unless you have around 1,500 viewers, the amount we make from ads are. And now that the contracts are busted, it's so. I love your support, and I will take that extra $50 or whatever I get from ads. However, if they're annoying, please get Turbo or an ad blocker. It doesn't hurt me none, and I love you. I would do the same. Know what I'm saying? I'm a real human, and I'm gonna always be real with you guys. That's it. Sub to Twitch Turbo. That's what I do. I do Turbo because I don't want to think about like, oh, I can only watch certain channels without ads. I don't mind ads. It's 3 minutes, and sometimes they're hilarious, like fucking Vagisil or something. I'm gonna take a quick break just to go say good morning to Zach real quick before he starts his stream. If any of you are gonna watch Zach, aka Ezekiel _I, my partner, who's Bondo, who streams like 20 feet away from me all day, he didn't sleep last night at all. Be nice, literally. He went to sleep at 5. I woke up at 6 and he was awake again. Like, he hasn't slept, the poor fucker. So I'm gonna go give him a kiss and say good morning. I will be right the fuck back. Pee after sex. Yesterday I got a horrible migraine. But today I feel better. I'm just fucking tired. I'm exhausted. But thank you for asking. Victory today. Went to the dentist and didn't scream bloody murder clawing at the door frames. Oh my god, that's a huge victory. Fuck yes. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an anus swings for 7 fucking months in a row with that Prime sub. Don't forget your Prime subs. Bezos makes $8 million a minute, and he does nothing for the world. Please. Kinger, I love you. Don't work too hard. Don't let the man get you down. You know, I saw something funny today. On one of the late night shows. And it was, I can't remember who was talking. I think it was Seth Meyers was talking about it. And he was like, companies are reporting that workers are less, like companies in general across the US, workers are less productive than they've ever been in the history of the companies existing. And they just can't figure out why. And you know, for the life of me, I can't figure it out. Gamer tampons. I'm dead. Gamer condoms for the anime simp with an AI waifu. Oh my god, though, why would you want a condom? It's the waifu you can't get pregnant. It sounds awesome. Shrinkflation's real. Our light fixtures ship with a 1 foot shorter cord than they used to. What? I have pre-cut conduit. They ship same price, and they're more expensive right now. So they're inflated and shrinkflated. The fuck? Because we hate late stage capitalism? Something like that. It's simple fuck you, pay me solutions, basically. Yeah. The youngins are growing up and learning that capitalism's a fucking scam, right? They're learning that they're working for what you're going to pay them. They're not working for what they think you might eventually pay them, which is what they've been banking on all of us doing forever. Work harder than than what you're being paid worth, because you might get paid more someday. Nah, I'm out. People don't want to work anymore. Someone in ancient Egypt, probably. Fun story. Not a story. So you guys know I did like Ancestry.com and 23andMe ages ago, just for funsies. They updated it recently, and I have relatives in Egypt, which is kind of cool. Why don't millennials eat cake? It's all that, you know what's funny? I've never fucking had a piece of avocado toast in my life. What the fuck is going on? Wait, that must, yeah, honestly, I wouldn't eat a musky bitch if you paid me. Not $8 a month. No, I don't want to do that at all. I guess it's the guillotine then. Fertilizer? Maybe? Avocado and guac is questionable for me. I like it if it's not, like, pureed. You know what I mean? Like, if they just mush the avocado until it's literally just, like, smooth baby food, I'm not down. But if it's, like, chopped and there's chunks and stuff, then I'm cool with it. It's okay. But I've literally seen things like millennials aren't buying houses because they're spending all their money on avocado toast. Like, those are actual article titles I've seen. Time like this. It's just, what the fuck? I'm a millennial. I think I'm doing okay. Like, I got vaccinated, bought a house, a car. Like, I'm doing the thing. And yet, I'm the enemy. I don't get it. I was recommended to try avocado and toast. I love avocado. I love toast, but it doesn't sound good together. I just don't know why you would do it. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand. Is butter not great on toast? I don't know. To each their own, but I don't think avocado toast is stopping us from buying houses. I think the astronomical price of houses is stopping people from buying houses, and probably drowning in student debt. Right? Some texture to it, and I'm down. But if it's just like poo, I've heard it's very healthy for you as a morning get going food. I've heard that too. I've heard people will like put half an avocado in their smoothie in the morning, like their fruit smoothie, because apparently you don't taste it. Like, it's, what the fuck? We just went into comedy. Okay. Thanks. No one wants to settle for shitty companies. Look at me. I get chronic migraines with chronic pain, and every time I had to call out, my last employer gave me shit. So I can't settle for anything other than remote work. I want to work, but the job market's shit, man. 100% is. It's that way everywhere. At the hospital, and granted, this was pre-COVID, not that that makes it better or worse, but I mean, you'd call, I'm sick. I'm puking. Can you wear a mask? Like, they just don't care. Like, it's just, you're just a body, you know what I mean? Katie and Zeke are dinks, dual income new kids. Oh my God. I say that all the time and no one ever knows what I mean. Seriously, I've referenced dink so many times. Double income, no kids, bitches. I'm gonna retire. Well, I'm never gonna retire because I like what I do, but you know what I mean? I could, maybe. Avocado is green tree potato. I don't understand the craze for it. I think it was just, it's like everything that becomes a superfood. It's like acai berries and goji berries, and the same way some of my weed literally says gluten-free on it. Like, marketing is weird, you know what I'm saying? Sriracha and avocado is dope. Avocado toast on toast. Do you just like smush it into the toast or do you slice it up? It just seems so weird. I've had it on a sandwich though, so it makes sense, I guess. This generation is bad because it's bullshit. There are newspaper articles from the 1910s where you can just replace the name of the younger generation with millennials, and it's the same exact headlines we see today. Honestly, yes. And I think it will go that way forever, which is weird. Millennials aren't buying diamonds. Look what you've done. De Beers masturbates with their tears in a corner. Only gripe I have with my current company is the rate at which one can advance and get paid more. Everything else is pretty decent. I mean, that's good. You're lucky. There aren't a lot of places that have humanity left in them anymore. You know what I mean? Hi, Chucky. What's up, honeybean? Katie will be live. I'm not even kidding you. I've talked about that. Like, the fucking old folks homes for streamers are gonna be so lit. Imagine a streamer house, but we're all just 85. I'd watch the fuck out of that. Hard. Our joy is going to be a literal chicken bucket of heart medication. Like, I'm gonna have to sit here in the morning and be like, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm full. It's gonna be a great time. Everybody just shitting themselves, not like drowning in hot tubs because they can't fucking get out. I saw an OB listing that wanted people with bachelor's degrees and a teaching certification. Job was art time and paid $17 an hour. Go fuck yourself. No. No. Literally moved apartments and brought it out of the red for stats and got a 4% raise. Hell yeah. Good for you. Oh my God, those boobies are so cute. I love them. Dude, I want weed gluten. That would be some seriously dank bread. You're not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong. Shitty workplaces make you feel like a straight asshole for not pulling your weight, when in actuality, you're doing the work of 6 employees. Exactly. One of the best things I ever heard, I don't know, I think my stepdad said it to me. I can't remember. But in Washington State, not DC, I've lived both. I know it's confusing. In the state, it might be in DC too. Probably not. In the state, at least, I know for sure. Every year, minimum wage goes up. It's like a law. And so every year, I would get a raise at my yearly review that would be like 10 cents or 24 cents or whatever. And I would come home from work and my parents would be like, what happened today? I'm like, oh, I got a raise. And my dad told me, my stepdad or someone, I cannot remember who fucking said this. I swear it was my stepdad, said, your employer paying you minimum wage is them silently saying they would pay you less if they could. And I've never stopped thinking about that. That just like burned into my brain forever. My dad loved calling me my partner Dinks. Bless his account heart. I love that so much. It's beautiful. Avocado's like an egg. By itself, it's pretty bland garbage, but it can be insanely delicious if you season it correctly. 100% agree. Agree. Yeah. I'm gonna hit up the boss man and let him know I've been here for over a year and I want to see that number go up. Yes, you should. I don't see why not. You're worth it. Giant sloths spread avocados. They could eat avocados like they were small apples. Really? Like they spread them with their poopsies? Those seeds are huge. I wound up leaving my last job because of how they handled COVID and I felt unsafe. And they fought me and won, and now I have to pay back unemployment. Whoa, what? That I earned like 1.5 years ago. That's disgusting. I think that's happening to a lot of people. Not that it makes it okay or right, but you're not alone. That's just gross. It's been said that the definition of superfood is a food that's been tested. Probably a lot of food is super, but there are no numbers to support that. 100%. Yeah. I think fruits and vegetables are superfoods. Those straps to help people get out of hot tubs. Oh my God, it'd be like those cranes. You know how they like crane people who are like paraplegics or quadriplegics into a bath or into like a what are they called? They use them in in like rehab therapy. It's ultrasonic. They'll put you in a tub and it does like ultrasonic waves to your body. We could have those cranes just like crane the elderly into the hot tub streams. The goat gilf of the nursery. I'll be 89, like watering my weed. That's fucking great. I think it's cute that we think we're gonna be stable enough world to have retirement homes. I didn't say retirement home. I said streamer house. It's a streamer house with 80-year-olds. Like, we're never gonna fucking retire. It's a streamer house. We'll still be paying rent. Why else would we be lowering people into the hot tubs? Come on. We got to pay for those heart medications or whatever. I've been telling them, like, if I didn't see something go up for me, like position and pay or a swap to a non-support role, I'm gonna leave after out the season. I mean, honestly, with your like track record from what you've done for that account, for that department, I mean, you're very valuable in the market right now, especially with how many people that have quit and just like left the workforce because they said fuck it. They'll try to treat you like you're not worth something, but you're what's the word? You're you know, you're marketable. I had a job email today. They wanted a qualified experienced lab tech and they wanted to pay minimum wage for it. Get fucked. I make more an hour cutting grass. Yeah, That is kinda how I felt being paid when I worked on the East Coast as a respiratory therapist. Like, nursing, you get paid you start out between $35 and $45 an hour on the West Coast where there's, unions. On the East Coast, 20 bucks an hour. Doesn't matter how much experience you have, that's just base pay for someone new at a hospital. You could be a new grad or have 20 years experience, 20 bucks an hour. People selling carpet at Lowe's make more. Like, it was and I was literally in charge of your children living and your nana being unplugged. Like, it was fucking wild. The only way you get a pay increase is switching jobs. They always tell you they have no money for retention pay raises, or they give you a raise that doesn't even come close to inflation. 100% yes. It feels illegal to me. The hydrotherapy pools, yes. Yeah, the hydrotherapy gang. I'm saying. We're just gonna be vibrating old people. Crackling old. Oh my God. Dude, I could do ASMR with my ankles now. The cracking old body ASMR will be real. A screamer house? Oh my God, though. I'd watch that. I genuinely thought you said screamer house, and to be honest, I just wanna see that now. I was like, "It's Katie, she's probably just talking about people screaming during sex." I didn't think anything about it. I wanna see that now, just a screamer house. Honestly, I think I live in a screamer house. Fuck, just kidding, I don't want that. Just kidding, it's very chaotic. That's why gig economy is taking off. Gig economy? What is gig economy? Is that like Uber? Like Uber and Lyft and stuff like that? Better to get paid based on the quality of your hustle than to be guaranteed ass raped and exploited by a boss somewhere paying you garbage. I mean, I've tried explaining that to my mom in terms of just being a streamer. Like, almost that exact thing, ghetto, seriously, like, my mom cannot understand why Zach and I choose to do this over having conventional jobs to this day, like, it baffles her, and she doesn't feel that we're safe or anything, and, like, it's really hard like, I would tell her, like, for instance, when I oh, no shit, RNs get paid like ass in the Midwest, East Coast. They do. I didn't know it was the Midwest too, but East Coast is fucking I didn't know one nurse who didn't work more than 2 jobs. Like, you had to work 2 or more hospitals just to pay all your bills, it was disgusting. Um Oh, yeah, so when I worked at the hospital, like, I would work 12-hour shifts. I worked night shift, so I got, like, a dollar extra an hour or whatever, night shift differential, and there were some nights where 12 hours, I was on my fucking feet, like, I never stopped. You literally like, there were some nights you didn't even get to clock in. Like, you dropped your bag in the hall and jumped into a code to take over for the RT that was coding someone so they could go home. Like, that was some nights. You didn't pee, you didn't eat, it was 12 hours straight, you worked constant. And then there were some nights where I got paid the exact same amount of money to watch Netflix for 12 hours straight because it was summer and there's nothing happened. Like, nobody's sick and it's just crazy, not busy. Like, literally, we'd have like one patient. And I would like, that sounds great on paper. Sounds like a great idea, right? Just to sit in an office and get paid to watch Netflix. It drove me fucking insane. I was screaming from the inside of my body because those nights I would just sit there like, there is so much I could be doing right now. I could be so fucking productive right now. And I think what I prefer about gig economy, if that's what we call it, is you're right. You can work as hard as you want and no one is saying, well, we're going to pay you regardless of how hard you work. You know what I mean? There's none of that. Oh, it was terrible. It was horrible. It was so I mean, at at first it's like, "Oh, this is kinda nice. I'm getting paid 20 bucks an hour to watch Netflix." But you're sitting in an office that's like 4 by 4, white hospital walls, no windows, in the middle of the night, trying to stay awake for 12 hours with nothing to do. Oh god. It was mind-numbing. Like, there were nights I actually had a track. There were a couple nurses and I that had a track around the hospital that we would walk in circles for hours, just logging steps on our watches and out of boredom because we were so fucking bored sometimes. But then on the flip side, there were some nights where you were just dead. You were so busy. But I can't stand that. I need like my person, my soul needs to feel productive. I got to feel like I'm doing something. even if I'm not working, like, even if this working, whatever, if I'm not streaming, the moment I'm not streaming, I'm vacuuming my house, I clean everything, I do all the dishes, take a shower, go for a run, take my dogs. Like, I don't want to sit and do nothing. Ever. I don't know, man. It drove me crazy. Posture chub, just break your hip. We couldn't have those anymore. We do. Well, we're not stupid. Like, Zach and I have definitely been very mature about the streaming thing. Like, we didn't go full time. We didn't, like, start streaming 2 years ago, go full time and be like, we're gonna be super success. Like, he's been around for, like, 12 years. I've been around for 8 years. Like, neither of us stopped actual jobs for quite some time. I've only been full time for 3 years. You know what I mean? We were smart about it and saved our money. But I think a lot of people fuck themselves up a lot on that. Like, they'll have, like, an insurgence of 100 subs and be like, I can quit my job. Like, this is it now. And you're like, oh, no. But I don't want to be fucked. Our largest hospital is unionized here in Vermont, which is great because the nurses are amazing. They need it. I mean, like, when I worked on the West Coast, it's crazy because I honestly didn't like the unions. They're just annoying. For someone like me, I guess I never really felt a need for them. I was just paying out money to this company, to this group that supposedly protected me. And the only thing I ever saw them do was protect horrible employees. And by horrible, I mean not people doing horrible, like ethically horrible things. They're just bad. They call out sick all the time, or they're lazy, or like we had one person who you would call them to come in and they would only work this one portion of the hospital that was the easiest. Like, literally, you put CPAPs on people, and at 10 p.m., you're done with your job. And then you just sit and watch Netflix all night. And she would only come in if you guaranteed her that spot. Like, there were some people that are so fucking just lazy and terrible and hate working, but they haven't done anything ethically wrong. And so the hospital will be like, you're really terrible at your job. You never come to work. Nobody wants to work with you. Like, what's up? And the union will step in and be like, they've done nothing ethically wrong, and we're going to sue you for saying anything. I've seen that happen like 12 times. Or people that will get FMLA for a broken ankle 13 years ago and they use it today to go to Jamaica on a vacation. I've seen that happen a million times, unfortunately. And then I moved to the East Coast and I learned what unions do. They keep your pay. They make you paid. Like, that's what unions do. The sad thing is the person who does no work and sleeps next to you in a chair all night is getting paid the same, but at least you're getting paid a fucking living wage. Like, $20 an hour to be a nurse? Are you kidding me? Any medical professional. What the fuck? You have to go to I mean, how are you guys know. I won't go on forever. You guys know. It's all fucked. It's all broken and it's all fucked. Our one big drawback with gig economy is the employees heavily exploited and the contractors. I've heard there are some states that are trying to make it like they're trying to do something. They're trying to change this gig economy. Have you guys heard about that? Oh my God, Zeke. Yeah. I know it throws some people off. His name is Zach. Don't tell him I told you. So here's the thing. I knew Zach. I knew Ezekiel underscore I as a person before I ever watched his channel. I know. Weird. We RP'd together. We were part of a couple shows together before I was not a huge Twitch consumer, to be honest. I just started streaming out of nowhere. I didn't even know who he was. So I learned him as Zach. Like, I learned that was his name. And then I started watching his channel, and then we did Nocturne together, and now we fuck a lot. And now I just still call him Zach, but so many people are like, who the fuck is Zach? Zeke? His family even calls him Zeke, my dudes. Like, I'm the only one. I love this song. I know. It's weird. I don't even think he did, like, I don't think Zach was meant to even be in correlation with Ezekiel or Zeke in any way, shape, or form. It just all happened quite nicely. Magic. This is Run the Jewels. Fuck yeah. This is Nobody Speak. This is the problem with the hustle. Early success tricks latecomers into the false sense of guaranteed return. It really does. I'm sure you saw it too, Spence. Anyone that's been around Twitch for a while, there was I think it was when gift subs got introduced. And there were some streams where, like, people were really excited about gift subs, and people gifted a lot of subs in the first month, like, went ball crazy on it, and then never did again, and people, like, quit their jobs. I knew people that dropped out of college because they were like, "Oh my god, I have so many subs, I can live off this," and they're done. I mean, they are fucked. They got fucked. It sucks. It was horrible to watch. I didn't know them personally, like, it wasn't someone that I just watched the downfall of, but you saw it via the Twittish sphere and all that shit. Mom would occasionally let Zach slip. She does now. He told me it's because of me. I've only met his family, I think, twice or 3 times. We've gone up to Montana to meet them. But because I call him Zach, his family started calling him Zach again. Oops. But here's the thing. Ezekiel, we read the Bible on stream before I met. No, it was the year I moved in. We read the Bible on stream. It was a very weird time. Don't ask. And the whole portion by Ezekiel is so psychotic that just calling him Zeke freaks me out. Like, it's all horse cum and donkey dicks. You know what I'm saying? It's a little too much. The, hey, I'm going full time announcements were like, sweetie, no. I wanted to say it so bad. I felt like I wanted to, like, scream, like, stop. Don't do that. Oh my God. But it wasn't my place. It's such a weird, I don't ever want to come off like, oh, I know so much better than you. I'm such a wizened old streamer or some bullshit like that. But, like, holy shit, no. Don't do that. Genova, you survived the flu? Oh my God, you got the flu? Boo, how are you feeling? Oh no. I mean, I'm so happy you're alive, but Jesus. It's, oh God. I know it. I'm not gonna look it up. Hold on. They had the issues of that of horses and the emissions of donkeys or something like that. She lusted after her paramours who, God damn it, she lusted after her paramours something. And lusted after her paramours there, whose members were like those of donkeys and whose issue was like that of horses. She lusted after her lovers with genitals as large as donkeys and emissions like that of a horse. That's Ezekiel in the Bible. He's a nut. You know what I'm saying? I love this song. I'm a FaceTime with my mom tonight. It's so real. Genova, I'm so glad you're okay. Fever broke yesterday, which is the same day I got sent home from work. From my work. From home job. Okay, good. Oh my God. Boss saw me in our Zoom meeting and told me to go to bed. I'm so glad you're okay and getting better, though. Jesus. Yeah, did you test for COVID? There are. Well, how many fucking versions of the Bible are there by now? There's so many now. Who knows? Oh my God, Spence. You know, you get to call red cards on that kind of bullshit, my dude. All of y'all always have a red card on a song when it comes to that bullshit. Always. Death sucks. Nah, dude. 100%. There is so much music in the world. How fucking dare I torture someone I love with the song that's not making him feel great? Like, what the fuck kind of human would I be? Fuck that. No, I totally get that. I mean, that's kind of like, not that it's on the same level in any way, shape, or form, but there's a lot of shit that has to do with, like, my Nana, who was my soul human, that to this day, just can't do it. There's a lot of, like, oldies music she used to sing around the house. I can't listen to it. I totally get it. Shit sucks. There's no point in being sad. Like, why would we ever encourage that when we could listen to this isn't a funny song. I meant to put on this one. You know what I mean? Never. Me too. I put on sad music to cry sometimes, or I have some movies. No shit. This is such a good song. What's the Selena? That's a great crier. If you ever need to squirt some tears. Selena really does the trick every time. Oh, staring at the ceiling and wishing this feeling to go away. Waiting for the feeling to go away, my bad. Up next, Katie only performs original music on stream. I'm feeling like shit. I have some. I mean, I've made parody songs, but they're all parodies of Disney songs, and Disney scares me. That's the way I access emotion. Thanks, toxic male upbringings. Oh my god, dude, Spence. Oh my god, I saw the crazy. Oh, I wish I would have saved it. Did I save it? I might have fucking saved it on my phone. Hold on. I know y'all. Y'all know I'm a big redditor. Been redditing for like a long time. I'm obsessed. But I completely accept it is a fucking cesspool, and the vast majority of Reddit is shit. However, every once in a while there is a post that hits me right in my heartstrings of my cock. Did I save it? And there was a reply to one recently. Did I not save it? God damn it. Fuck. So it was like a ask Reddit. And it was, the question was something along the lines of like women who are living with men, or women with men at this current time, or people living with, women living with men. Like what's something about men that you just had no idea before you lived with one? So obviously it had to be from the point of view of someone who doesn't have the point of view of a man. And one of the top responses on it was something along the lines of like how muted men are trained to respond to anything traumatic in their life. Like she said, that was her voice. She was like, my husband has told me like X happened and X happened and X happened and X happened to him. And if any of those things had happened to me, I would have had an existential breakdown. I would have been in a fucking mental institute. But he shakes them off like nothing. It was something like that. And it was so I wish I had saved the response. I swear to God I did, because I showed it to Zach, but I don't know where the fuck I put it. But it was so poignant. She said something along the lines of like, if those are things he doesn't even think about and shakes off, like what else is happening to the men around us, where that toxic masculinity that like you can't talk about your feelings, you can't say something bothered you because you're a pussy or whatever. Like what else is fucking going on that none of us even know about because it's not okay to talk about? Or not, manly or whatever fucking bullshit you want to throw on it. It was great. Fuck, I'm gonna try to find it for you. It was so good. Come on, Jeff, get him. I heard "Memories of Mother" by Eeyore from God of the War live, and it made me cry in the audience. There are some beautiful songs like that. I cried at a song the other day, man. It was last Friday. We were listening to music. It was Friday or Saturday, and it was what is that show? The Voice, where they like spin their chairs if they like you, I think. It was a voice audition, but it was a guy doing that fucking throat singing, that like Tubian, shit. And he played some beautiful instrument beforehand. And before he even sang, the instrument made me cry. Like we were just sitting here watching it. I'm like, guys, I'm fucking crying. And he was singing in Tibetan. Like I have no idea. I didn't even know the words, but there was something about the song that made me cry. It's amazing that music and art can do that. You know what I mean? And I didn't even know what the fuck he was saying. Like, it obviously wasn't bad. It was just something that made something move in me. It was crazy. Yeah, it took me 20 years to find out that I had PTSD because of shit only happens to soldiers. That's not okay. It's gross. And I have brothers, so I feel like I kind of knew that a little bit, but I didn't know it wasn't okay. Like, I remember, like, growing up, bless my stepdad, bless his heart, don't be a Sally. That's all we got. Oh, are you hurting? Show me where it hurts. Jig your thumb into it, or, like, oh, are you crying? Does that hurt? Grab a different part of your body and twist it. I'll give you something to cry about. Like, that was my whole household, not just the boys, though. Like, that was all of us. Don't be a Sally. Don't be a girl. Suck it up. What is it? Suck it up, buttercup, like kind of attitude. And so I saw it. I just didn't realize that it was not okay. And when we learn. We live and we fucking learn, right? It would help everyone if more men went to therapy. I think the only people that can like pervase that though is men. You know what I mean? Like amongst themselves. Like I love that Zach talks about his therapy and like tweets about it and talks about it with his community and stuff. Because I think that is what will help break down that shit that's built that is not anyone's fault. It's just in us. You know what I mean? I was a soldier and still didn't think I could get PTSD because that happens to people who go downrange to dangerous locations. Ha! Complex PTSD is a bitch. We live and we learn, right? It's the worst. It's not just the quote, it's not manly, end quote. The active thought of, oh, how is this affecting me does not even fire in my brain most of the time. God. It's much more action response, little to no room to feel. Just what is the thing I do now? And then do those feelings come later though? So much goes unsaid with men 100%. I vented last night to my mom about the resentment with my dad, and she was practically begging for me to find a therapist. I mean, as someone who's been going to active therapy for quite some time, it's quite the tool if you can do it. Um, I'm not sponsored by BetterHelp or anything, but that's what Zach uses. And he's had very, very good luck. He really likes his therapist. His therapist is like a down to earth dude around Zach's age. And they really hit on a awesome note. Yeah, we have a terrible societal fake it till you make it. Exactly. Sucks we have not a lot of therapists and even less good ones here in the US. Very much so. It's like shopping for a friend. It's like interviewing someone that you're going to tell your deepest, darkest secrets to, and hopefully they have a nice response. And if you don't like it, you got to go find another one, like repeat the process. And it's fucking weird. More news coming out about the post I made in hypotheticals. Ooh, some of the Jeter joints were testing hot for E. coli. Oh my God, I was going to pull that up and show that to everybody. Thank you for reminding me. What the fuck, though? Yuck. How? Okay, would that be because they had poopy, dirty hands when they made the joints? Tell me, really. Is that what's happening? Is that poopy, dirty hands rolling joints? Because how else would E. coli? Unless it's like, I don't, everything hurts inside. Nah, because by the time you answer the question, what do I do now? The problem is solved and you move on. Ugh. There's often a gray shimmer of tension on things when I'm processing in my subconscious. Not consciously, though. Interesting. It's so weird. I'm not gonna say this is like how women respond because I cannot generalize. None of us can generalize personal experience, right? However, it's so interesting the way you guys describe it because the way that when something's happening, the way that I have learned that I internally respond is literally the polar opposite. I almost can't act like I can't. I mean, it hasn't happened in a really long time because I keep pretty chill. But if I'm like getting in an argument with someone and they start yelling or something or raising their voice, I can't respond. Like I literally sit there in silence and my brain turns into like a hurricane of responses and feelings and emotions. And I literally sometimes will be like, we're going to finish this conversation in 3 days. And I have to walk away and like journal about the conversation for 3 days. Because if I'm forced, like I've been around people that will push, like, no, we have to finish this fucking conversation right now. We got to do this right now. We're figuring it out right now. You push me and I turn into like a fucking honey badger in not a productive way at all. It's like whatever the forefront thought was when you decided to turn into a dick at me comes out and it'll just turn in. It's bad. Like I'm a dick. It's horrible. And so because I don't want to do that, I don't want to be an immature sack of garbo. I've learned that I literally have to I can't have people in my life that need that. We're doing this right now. Shit, like we just can't be friends because I'm gonna be mean and you're not gonna want to finish this conversation if you force me to. I gotta walk away and like figure my own thought process out because it's so, and I don't know if that's adrenaline. I have no idea what that like conditioned response is in my head to that. But it's almost like someone plugs in too many outlets and my body just goes like, because I don't have any other like all the resources are here now and I can't move anymore. It's so fucking weird. Like your custom rug, can you share where you got it made? Possibly bad fertilizer. This one? Possible bad fertilizer. Ugh. So a good example, last week was my 10-year anniversary of my MSDX. I was feeling so tense and down for like a week beforehand and then it clicked. Oh yeah, this week is the week my life changed forever. Wow. Did it make you feel better though? Was that like a good thought change? Hi, C-Town. How are you, love? The freeze response is a response. It's so weird though, because I can't not do it. I'm like a deer in headlights when someone comes at me like that. It's very, very strange. I can't not. Like, I can't break it. It's so weird. I hate it, honestly. Don't fucking push me in an argument or I'll go fucking apeshit and say shit I can't take back. Exactly. And literally, Cake, exactly that. The reason I need those 3 days is I need to cleanse myself of all those things I'm going to say out loud I can never take back. I have a lot of mean in me and I don't want to, and I got to get it out. Like, I don't want to say it to be, I don't ever like want to hurt anybody. And so I have to like go make a mature response to this conversation because otherwise I'm going to be a fucking bastard. And I know I am, and I don't want to be, though. Like, I never want to do that. That's not a fun way to live in any way, shape, or form. ADHD plays into a lot with how it plays into it a lot, how it works with emotional regulation and impulsivity. It's probably true. I typically respond, do you want the answer I want to give you or a real consideration of each question and discussion? That's a good way to say it. That's exactly how I feel. And I've verbalized that to, like, everyone in my life that is close to me that I might have an argument with. I don't argue. I'm really not a confrontational person. But when it's happened, I tell people, I'm like, I'm not like shutting down in terms of I'm not listening to you anymore. My brain can't do it right away. I don't know. It defaults to like a defensive stance, I guess. My brain defaults to protect yourself as opposed to participate in conversation. And I need to like go wash that off before we continue. And it's stupid. I hate it. Robo, thank you for resetting the class, keeping the classy alive and giving native swings. How are you, love? Work's been shit. Boo. We're finishing this in 3 days. I'm not kidding. I really have to do that. And it's not like I'm just trying to put it off. I never stop thinking about it. I don't stop thinking about it for 3 days. There's not a waking moment I stop thinking about whatever we said. Never. I wake up thinking about it. I go to sleep thinking about it. It never goes away. It's just, that's like my processing time, I guess. When you identified it, it helped a lot. I mean, that's good. At least you could identify it. Honestly, that says something though, right? It means you're not totally shut down on it. Possible. Okay, so this is concerning the let me see if I can pull that article up. This is concerning the weed that was exposed to fucking E. coli. Gross. So this is what it said. One product in particular, the Baby Jeter 5 Fire OG Diamond Infused 5-pack pre-roll, claims to have 46% THC content. We all know what those percentages mean, right? I've talked about that so many times. Cinemus has talked about that so many times. We are broken records on terms of labeling weed at this point. The lawsuit said instead that independent lab testing had shown that the actual THC content was between 23 and 27, which is actually fairly high. Like, I'd be quite thrilled to get 23 to 27% THC, honestly, which is a figure more in line with what cannabis products totally contain. And now they are... Magnissimo, happy Thursday. We're reading about weed that is contaminated with E. coli and my life is ruined. What the fuck? Yuck. Fight, or it's the flight or fight response. Exactly. And you go into fight. Yep. That's exactly what it is. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't like it. I think there's meant to be 3 responses: fight, flight, or fawn response. I think in ADHD, the shutdown response is very, very, very common. You think so? My mom told me I was not that way when I was a kid. Like, I was really volatile. I had to learn to shut down kind of to protect people around me so I didn't say mean things. Yep, those with anxiety disorders have borked flight or fight response, so anything could trigger it. Oh, God, that's me with confrontation of any kind. Like, literally, if my food order's wrong, I'm like, I'm going to go have a heart attack first. I'll be right back. Really, Mayo? No, I'm sorry that happened. Woo. So typically, my answers to conflict, tough things are the fastest way to resolve. Either, sure, you're right, no, fuck that, or kind stuff like, yes, I'll change that thing now. There's no feeling, just response. Maybe some irritation, shame, but no actual deep feelings. That's exactly what I do if someone pushes me. That's what I do if someone, like, you know, just keeps, like, chasing me or coming at me with yelling or whatever. I'll literally be like, what do you want me to do? Yes, I apologize sincerely. I will do exactly what you want from this moment on, and I am so sorry. Which is my way of saying, I'm gonna say anything to get you the fuck out of my face right now. I'm lying. Go away. Yeah, same, but meanish. I know I have a mean streak. I really fight it hard, though. Allie, thank you so much for subbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings. I'm sorry I've been on tangents, so if I miss anybody, I apologize, but thank you, my love. 15 fucking months.
Hail the Dank Lord.
As someone who's an external processor, it's so hard for me to not deal with stuff in the moment, because if I let it sit, it builds up, and I'm way more of a dick if it's more of I need for a person, need to hear me out, how I feel, then I'm good. And that is fine. I'm very good at hearing people out. It's when, like, they like, want the same. I think honestly, they don't need to be heard. They're just doing it because they want reciprocation. You know, have you ever gotten a text and you're like, this person's just looking for attention? Like, they didn't think of me. They're just bored. It's kind of the same thing. Like, they're going to come at you with what they think will get a rise out of you. That's what I think about those people. Like, it's some sort of narcissistic behavior or something. Often when I get too stress pressured, I'll stop being responsive. Like, I'll literally go mute and stare at nothing. The only thing that will help is getting away from whatever's causing it. That's what same. Hard same. I wonder what did that. Have a good shower. Ooh, make marmalade toast and check in what Zeke's up to. Give him love. He didn't sleep last night. The poor dear. I don't know why he just seriously couldn't sleep. Send him the loves. Thank you for hanging out with us this morning. Executive dysfunction. That's what it feels like. Literally. If you did something wrong, say you'll fix it, and that person keeps talking about it. Like, what the fuck, shut up. Had a boss that did that once. I can't stand the nagging. Nagging doesn't get anywhere, my dudes. Stop the nag. No one should be nagging. That shit's so annoying. If BHO is at most 85% endocannabinoids and 15% plant, fats, lipids, cell structure, the breakdown, what would 40% flour even look like?
I'm gay.
Rohammer underscore $490
Zoe,
tipped $5. CK, at the party last night the Heidi Klum worm wriggled into my puss while I face fucked a Furby's beak and Jar Jar used their double-sided dildo on me before I used my creme de la creme to make a moist milky tree hole with a nice piece of wajibu.
The worm. Did anyone else see that fucking worm, though? Thank you, Zoe. I love you. God damn it. It haunts me. It's gonna haunt me now. Fuck off. The image of the worm is just killing me. I would still love you if you were that worm. Oh my god. First, I have to restart the song because I love this song, and I had to turn it down to hear that beautiful poem that we were just fed via our anuses. Yes, I must show you Heidi Klum. It's honestly phenomenal. All jokes aside, she got on the ground and wriggled like a goddamn worm. Fuck, dude. Hold on. I must show you. Enjoy the song for a second. It's fucking it is. It will haunt me until I die. But it's great. Oh, it's fantastic. I had this problem for a while with people trying to be confidential or flex. Well, on conference calls. Flex on a conference call? Are you kidding me? It's like keyboard fighting. When I started making my calls, quote unquote, video required, it amazingly went away. Interesting. The lesson I learned is that most people are pussies and just like to bitch. Yes. Mag, you knew that, though. Come on, you knew that. You knew that. You knew that. Hi, Crispy. How are you? Dude, you came in at a very weird time, but I'm so excited for you to be here for it. I just gotta find the video. The video's the important part. Hold up. Oh, I found it. Let's cheers. You need to be high for this. As C-Town says, it will haunt you. How are you, Kills? Oh my God, my heart. Oh God. It is. I mean, so it's phenomenal. Like, it's not nightmare fuel because it's bad. It's nightmare fuel because it's so fucking good. Cheers. Not Jill, that's just I had a situation like that ages ago, like when I was in college. I sold one of my laptops to a friend of mine, and it was just so weird. I learned very quickly that you do not mix friendship and money, no matter how close you think you are with those people. I have to grind up weed. All right, let me show you this fucking worm. Moisturize me. She abuses girls on Top Model. I honestly, I don't even know who this woman is. What does she do? I just saw the insane worm. I don't want to see. I don't want to hang out with someone who abuses. I mean, everybody's abusing models. Let's be honest. They live in a world of abuse. Doesn't make it right or acceptable in any way, shape, or form. But I don't want to hang out with that person. Oh wait, I might have found the wriggle. I just want to see you fall over and roll. Like, just do it. Just wriggle for me. Just wriggle for me. Do it. Do it. Oh, absolutely not. Oh my God, no. Oh my fucking God, no. Are they, you know what? She probably didn't like the footage. Oh my God, it has Mariah Carey at the end of the video. Nope, we're backing out. We can't. It's not time. It's not that time of year yet. Get out. Heidi Klum just hanging out at the end of the universe. Moisturize me. CK is a wriggling kink we all didn't know about. Maybe. Why you gotta judge me? Hello, young. How are you? My trick over here is being needy. I don't know why. What do you want from me? 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 Name that artist. What do you want, bud? His hair's about as black as the artist's hair. This is beautiful. What are you doing? I have a void boy down here. You can see the floofs. This is my little pood. But he's so dark. He absorbs all the lights. And then there's Lilith being a dick. Look, you just create negative space, bud. You just create all the negative space. Okay, he's hiding his face. Otherwise, maybe you could see his nose. That's my poodle. And this is our other one, the one you can't. But you're just such little attention whores, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you. He licks his butthole with that tongue. Oh my God, the fireplace is so loud. I just realized that too. Thank you for letting me know. Jesus Christ. I thought I paused that. Thank you. At least I could reach that mouse with you here, young man. What? What? I wish my camera could pick up more than just your crazy eyes. What are you doing? What? 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 What do you want? Hi, Bill. Hi, sweet girl. Anybody want a poodle? They're really fun. Super smart breed. Are you smart, boy? Are you smart? Oh, your butthole mouth. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you, go boy. Thank you. Now Katie has E. coli. Yay! What are you doing? What do you want? Are you just playful right now? I was gonna smoke weed. I guess. It licked my eyelash. That's a weird sensation. I'll take Trick, thanks. He's pretty darn sweet. Honestly, they're both very sweet. Lilith is just, she likes to bark a lot. She's just a loud hooker. Sales! I heard that Germany is making moves to legalize recreational weed officially, and that's super exciting. Yeah? Isn't that really exciting? You're such a whore. You're a dick. You're a dick. She's a dick. Wait, they have been for 2 years? No shit. I thought it wasn't recreational. I thought they were only trying to, what was it? You already have medical, don't you? Man, I don't remember. It's been a while, but I'm excited. I hope it happens sooner than later for y'all. That's one thing to not have to worry about being fucking arrested for all the time. My black cat's like that. Sometimes you just can't see her. Oh my God. The amount of times we've tripped on Trick. So many times. Because the only thing on him that is not pitch, I mean like blue-black, is he has one tiny little white strike on his chest. And he has that little milk chin under his tongue. Like on the bottom of his chin. So if he's laying down on his belly on the ground in the hall and it's nighttime, I've just learned to shuffle my feet at night. If I'm walking in the dark, I shuffle my feet so I scoop him up instead of step on him because he is that dark. It's crazy. Netherlands be missing out on some of that tourist revenue. I'm saying. Both are on the come play. Just stop talking to ghost people. Honestly, like that's the thing. So Lilith, her little nose is right here. What she does is she goes in the yard and just stands on the hill and barks at nothing. Nothing that we can see, nothing that we can hear, nothing. And it's so neurotic and it drives me crazy. And like we try to deter it as best we can to the point where now she's gotten to the like she'll bark and then like she stifles her own bark and like chews on it. So she'll start like she like chews on her own bark, like punishing herself, or she'll put a toy in her mouth and run around barking through the toy so it's pre-muffled. And for the longest time, Zach and I are like, what the fuck is she barking at? Like, what is it? We can't hear anything. There's nothing going on. It's middle of the night, or it's early in the morning, or it's any time of day. And then we kind of had, like, I think at the same time, we were just sitting outside, and I was like, I mean, their only example of what to follow is two people that scream at nothing all day. Shit. I ruined you on accident. Big yawn. That's a my bad. If you have Ghost, you have everything. She does sing the song of her people. She's howled a couple times too. She's very vocal. Trick's my quiet boy. But you have lots to say. Huh? Kind of like your dad. All the time. Do we need to take a break? Is that what's up? What time is it? It is. It's about break time. Should we take a break and get it out of the way? She's trying to take the ponytail off my thumb. She likes to suck on them. She's disgusting. You're sick. All right, I have to pee anyways. My Void Kitty has a white patch right under his armpit. Cute. Under his armpit. Tricks, this one, always there. This one, it's only there when his hair grows out. So whenever I get him, like, cut, his whole body shaved down, it goes away. And he's just he just, see if I can turn the camera towards him. Like, that's him. Like, if it wasn't for his tongue and his collar, he's just a little... He's just empty space. But he's the most beautiful void ever, and I love him so much. I love you. Do you need to go potty? Is that what's up? Mom needs to pee too. Should we take a break? And then we'll grind up weed. Maybe you'll leave me alone. Yeah? Sound like a plan? What mighty teeth you have. Mm. All right, quick break, my dudes. Every couple hours we take a break. I encourage you to stand up and stretch your legs because it's not good to sit for too long of a period of time. Wow, that fire was loud. Get the fuck out. Whoa! I'm going to stand up and take a break as well. I encourage you to do the same because it's good for you. I'm going to find some cool music. Real quick. Perfect. I apologize. Whoa. Cold gets me. Yeah. Brr. I'm gonna grind up some weed now. Holy shit. It's the wind, dude. The fucking wind outside like bites your nipples off. Holy crap. I thought about doing some watercolor today because then I could stand, which is sometimes better for my neck/back. And I got some cool, fun toys. It's a nipple biter, man. Holy crap. I was trying to get it to refresh on my phone. It's probably only honestly like 35. It's probably not that cold, but it just changes so fast. Like yesterday it was relatively like hot outside. Like I think it reached like 70, and then the next day it's like in the 30s. Your body doesn't get 2 seconds to like recover to get used to it. Hair's very staticky today. It's very dry. It's a dry nipply bitch. Hair. I needed a Q-tip. I found it. But yeah, I was thinking about doing some watercolors, like like what's the word? Abstract, I guess, to do for like cards, not Christmas cards, just to send to people. I like to send cards. I like handwritten cards. There's nothing more special than a handwritten card that didn't come from like a voting constituent. Like that's the only handwritten card I get anymore. No thank you to this song. It got down to 35. I think we were in the 20s last night because it was frozen this morning. But I'm not sure. It's just fucking cold now. That's what I know. I know it's cold now. And it sucks. Oh, this is a great one. Yeah. Burr. I think it's because of our elevation. Honestly, like we're so high up that during the nighttime it freezes really fast. And then during the sun, even though the sun's not up for as long, because we're so close to it, it just heats us up. Because like in the morning it's freezing, and then by the time my stream is over, like I change into shorts. Because it's like 70 out and I'm sweating. It's weird. But then the sun's gone and it's immediately fuck cold again. Living in the mountains is weird, C-Town. I've lived near mountains my whole life, but never in them. And it is an experience. What did Rod told me when I moved here? He was like, one of the things Coloradans say is if you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. Wait 15 minutes or something like that. Hi, Scott. Oh my god, no shit! Oh my god, Scott, that's so cool. Scott said, I know you're stoked at Arms into rock climbing, so I wanted to let you know she's already in the pre-competition class to see if she wants to join their team. Oh, is she loving it? Does she like it? Thank you for the resub. I'm so happy. Dude, that's so cool. One of Scott's children, well, both of his children, they're just like energy demons, but one of them has lots of the energy demon. The one that I think I told you about accidentally swallowed an arrow not swallowed. She was running around with an arrow in her mouth and fell and stabbed back the throat. She's nuts. I love her so much. She's been into rock climbing. She's gotten into rock climbing, which I just want to watch her fly up a wall. Like she's so spidery. I can see it so easily. See, they're in Mass too. The weather changes constantly. That's exactly what it's like here. It's like wait 15 minutes. You never know what you're gonna get. Freezing cold wind. She already wants to be a teacher at the gym. That made my heart weak. That's so cute. She had another incident? Oh no. She okay though? I'm assuming. I mean, she's okay, right? I was a reckless child and I just hurt sometimes. She'll be fine. Still a reckless child, let's be fair. Oops. She might lose a permanent tooth. Oh no. I mean, I've got like 5 root canals from the horse stepping on my face and I'm doing great. I'm just saying, Scott, she's still got a chance. What happened? Is she okay though? Like what happened? She fall on her face or something? Ouch. You know what's weird? I mean, not weird. You'll probably think it's totally fitting. Every incident I've had always has to do with my mouth or my face, including my mouth, like horse stepping on my face. And then like a couple years after the horse stepped on my face, I had braces again. And I fell in gym, just face into a wall, into like a stone concrete wall. And my braces went through my lips. Terrible times. I still got some of my teeth. I still got most of the front. All these are mine. Smash your mouth into a metal. Oh, fuck. Ow. That made my spine tingle. Ow. Oh, yeah. The bones you have to pay to keep, man. Ow. Oh. It's old hat. I mean, kids are rubbery. Let's be fair. Kids are bouncy. But I've hit my face on so many things. Like, I go face first into life. That's basically what I do. But it's always my teeth and my face. I just jam my face into shit my whole childhood. It's honestly a miracle that these are still my teeth up front. They shouldn't be. With how much like trauma I've put my face through. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm tall and that just like goes down first. Like I got scars. All my chin's all scars. My lips have like scar baubles in them. It's terrible. I'm doing okay. Is it a front one? Big ouchies. Wait, Scott, did you watched the Bo Burnham Inside Out takes, right? There's a front one? Ow. Oh, my heart. I mean, if she loses it, she'll just get like a permanent tooth that she can technically skip brushing for the rest of her life, which don't tell her that, but like dead teeth can't die, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't watched the Bo Burnham Inside Out takes, they're like the extra footage from when he did his special that he put on Netflix. He put them on YouTube, and I think Netflix bought the Inside Out takes. But there's a scene where he's like messing with different lights, and he has a black light, and he puts it on his face, and he's like, "Oh fuck yeah, that's what it." Oh shit. Oh shit. And he moves the light, and one of his teeth doesn't glow. If you didn't know, real teeth, when you put them under a black light, they glow blue. And one of his very front teeth was just dark gray with the black light, and he goes, "Oh fuck." It's a pretty good scene, very relatable. She wants the new tooth to be red. Oh my gosh. So this is a stupid question because I'm not asking in terms of like, "Oh, are you a huge fan?" But have you seen Madonna lately? Like everyone loves Madonna. Like her music's phenomenal and legendary and all that. But I saw her quite lately, and maybe that's what Army saw and was like, "I want that." If you didn't know, bless Madonna's heart, she has recently become very infatuated with grills. Is that what they're called? A grill? Where it's like a retainer, but it's like metal and shit, like metal and jewels and stuff. She's recently become quite enamored with them. I would like to show you a picture. And this is no shade on Madonna. Everybody's allowed to do whatever they want. My personal opinion, not into grills. Oh. I didn't search for this. This is the first result that came up. All I did was search Madonna now. That's it. That's all I did. So, like, that could have happened. You know what I'm saying? So, like, maybe prevent it. You know what I'm saying? It's a she's going through some shit is all I'm gonna say. Like she's going through some shit. We all love Madonna. Like no one doesn't know a Madonna song and fucking bop to it when it comes on. However, when I think of getting one tooth replaced with just a red tooth, this comes to mind, and it's just not my favorite look. Because like, unless you're way up close, it just looks like dirty teeth. Oh my god, she looks like the James Bond villain with the metal teeth. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. So, like, I'm just like, maybe don't expose her to that. You know what I'm saying? She looks like a fembot, but one a drunk guy made. um, she's not the only one that did something like that. Rod, what's her name? Lindsay Lohan invented her own accent. I can't even imitate it. It's like a sad amalgamation of all the European accents she's ever heard, half-assery in her own mouth. But she speaks with a very strange accent now, and she's like from LA or something. I don't even know. She's American. I don't know. She got the idea because I got a crown, and Bree and the dentist refused to let me have it neon green. Oh my God. So it's your fault. Again. Let her get a red tooth. Fucking let her live. I hope my friends love me enough that when I do dumb shit like that in my 60s and 70s, they'll whoop my ass. You know, Mag, honestly, I think I'm grateful that I'm poor middle class because I'll never be able to afford that level of dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't afford the level of fillers that make that scarier than it should be. Lindsay Lohan is a few fries short of a Happy Meal. Man, she's like those new adult Happy Meals, but the bag's empty. I don't know what happened. Those boobs had so much potential. Fuck. Cheers. Right, Meg? I mean, I never thought fillers were that expensive. I was actually just I watch a lot of makeup YouTubers, and no hate on fillers at all. I think there's a place for them, a place and a time. Do what you want to do. Obviously, some people go overboard. We won't go there. But one of the makeup YouTubers recently I was watching, he was going over this new trend that he's seen on TikTok, and it's like lip injections, but you do them at home. And instead of like a syringe, like it all grosses me out. I think lip injections, they're just, I don't want it. I've had so many surgeries done on my lips, like I'm done there. It freaks me out. But normally when they do injections in your lips, like those big poofy lips you see, they use a syringe with like the weird gel in it and they put it in and place it in. So I kind of want to show you the video. He doesn't show the weird, like what, it's very informative though. The guy, he goes over like what this thing is. It's essentially like, I'm trying to think of an example. You know, like those little things you use to prick your finger to do like a diabetes test, like that needle, and how you just push a little button and it like goes like pop, pop really quick. That's essentially, it's like a gun. It's like a little, it looks like a dildo that does that, but with hyaluronic acid into your lip. It's real sick. uh, I can't remember. So, man, this is terrible. So the video, there's brothers. They're twins, identical twins. They each have a channel. One does makeup and one does skincare, and I mix up their names all the time. It's terrible. It's James. Okay, it's James Welsh. Robert Welsh does makeup. James Welsh does skincare. They're great, by the way. If you like to watch skincare videos and stuff, both of them are awesome. I love this song too. This is Hallucinogenics by Matt Mason. If anybody's unaware, it's a beautiful song. Genova survived. I'm so happy. I didn't even know Genova was sick, but I'm so happy. Ooh, and a cool song. Ooh, hold on, let me pull it up. I hate turning this way today. My poor neck is poopy. I slept weird, I think. Oh, I was gonna say it's perfect timing, except that other song decided to autoplay like a dick. Okay, we're gonna watch this video together because I can't explain it. And now that I know we're all on the same page about lip fillers, so this is what I know of lip fillers, just from the medical standpoint. You all, if you don't know, when I was in college, I did my thesis paper on I'm trying to think of the shit you see in the brand name of it. Botox, which is botulism. You are all familiar with botulism, right? This is beautiful. Who is this? Oh, I've been suggested this band before. Talk. Oh yeah, they're great. Yes. No cool songs allowed. Get out of here. I thought I had a cold and was being whiny, but I clocked a fever of 101. I'm so happy you're okay. That's bad. I would have spanked your silly self. This is beautiful. I think someone in like on a Friday has said, "Have you ever heard of the band Talk before?" And I was like, "No." And then I did, and they're great. But now you have a sandwich. I had a sandwich for dinner last night. It was delicious. I had a club hoagie. Okay, so this is what I know of lip fillers. So, if you didn't know, when I went to my undergrad, I did my thesis paper on botulinum, which is the bacteria that grows. It used to grow in like dented aluminum cans. You never bought like dented soup cans and shit like that because botulism would form. And what can happen is that can paralyze you. It literally like it paralyzes your muscles. The bacteria does itself. It's similar to like what tetanus does to your body. And so what the point of Botox is, or what the original point was, is people would inject excessively small micro doses of active botulinum into your face, and that it would paralyze the muscle. But it was such a small amount that it wouldn't affect you long term, and it would go away after a certain amount of time. And then there was the fillers started coming into play, not just paralyzing muscles, but putting filler like in your chin and along your jawline. And those are all different types of things. I don't even know anymore. They're like a gel substance. I don't know. There's a ton of them. Lots of them are illegal. Lots of them aren't. But essentially, it's some sort of substance that they inject into your skin. And for a while, it plumps up that area of your face. People will get them in their cheekbones and in their jaw and in their lips and their nose. Oh, I've seen them done to the nose, and people will literally get it injected in the tip of their nose to give them the pig thing I have. Like, what the fuck? Oh, no. I'm gonna get sick thinking about it. They don't show that in this one. Anyways, that's what I know. And recently, what we have discovered is that what we thought what scientists and what estheticians were telling their patients, and what we're led to believe, is that after a while, they inject whatever they injected into your face to plump out that portion of your face would just mystically dissolve away. Like your body, the blood flow would make it go away. Kind of like Novocaine. When you get Novocaine shots in your mouth for the dentist, the blood like washes it away, right? This song is gorgeous. I'm very much into this, Rod. Um, and what we discovered, and I'm sure you've seen in many celebrities who are unfortunate victims of the first injections, is that what it does is it's not dissolving, it's migrating to places of least resistance in your face. So I'm sure you guys have seen particular celebrities I won't name because I can't name anyone. I think Courtney Cox has kind of some of that, where what it did was they got lip injections or they got them in their forehead or jaw or something, and it all just migrates to their cheeks because there's nothing there. We have lots of like, spare area here. It's kind of like when you're swollen when you're like overloaded with fluids, your balls will swell up huge. It's crazy. They'll turn into basketballs. It's wild. So same thing was happening with faces. You actually have Joan Rivers was another one. Yep. You actually have to inject another substance into your face to dissolve the filler. It's just moving. So what would happen is at the very beginning, people would get a filler, it would dissolve. You wouldn't see where they put it anymore. So they'd go get more filler. It would dissolve. They'd go get more filler. It wasn't dissolving though. It was just migrating to different parts of their face. There's a lot of horrible incidences of it out there. It's horrific. I just let's all just allow each other to age gracefully, yeah? Like I have silver in my hair and I got some crow's feet. Like it's fine. We're not fooling anyone. Oh my god, today's National Sandwich Day. I saved half my sandwich and that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Fuck yeah, I'm doing it. Oh my god, what is Morticia Addams. Yep. Angelica Houston. How did I do that? Oh my god, see, sometimes she works. Good job. Angelica Houston was another one. I actually think she was a victim of a lot more. She was in a horrible car accident, wasn't she? That damaged her face, and so she had plastic surgery and those fillers, and all of it like compiled just made a mess for her. They do. They make you look older, or they give you what we in the hospital consider we like coined. I don't even know, when someone is on prednisone for an extremely long period of time. For some reason, their face gets really round and fluid filled, and we call it moon face. And I've noticed Madonna is one of them. They just started to get this moon face where it wasn't like sharp cheekbones and a sharp jawbone. It was just like this part of their face extended further than it should have for some reason for a while. And I didn't know what was happening either. None of us did. I honestly, like, I was doing my paper at the time, so I was kind of in the realms of that research just because I was researching Botox at the time, which is different. But they're oftentimes used in correlation with each other, and people are usually getting both. So that's what I know about them. I have never in my life heard of this thing that you're, like, shooting hyaluronic acid into lips, but it's this person we're about to watch, this YouTube person. His name is James Welsh. I would trust this person beyond. He does so much research, and he's really knowledgeable, and he doesn't believe in bullshit. And he, like, his career is basically like, what's the word? Like, he goes through all the fucking skincare TikTok hacks bullshit and disproves it, and, like, shows it on his YouTube and goes, "This is all bullshit. Don't ever. You're gonna end up with scars all over your face." And he, like, is in cahoots with lots of good dermatologists. He works with skincare brands at this point. Like, he's not a dermatologist himself, which he'll say a million times, which I also very much respect. Like, I don't like when people pretend they're, you know, you fucking outside your goddamn scope of practice, my dudes. You know what I mean? This is still talk. I love this. I'm saving this. Who posted this, Rod? We must thank them. I love that. Their voice is beautiful. I want to listen to more of them after this video. I thought once or twice about dyeing my beard because half of it turned white on me in my 30s. That's so cool, though. I doubt I ever will, but sometimes I look at him and I'm just like, come on, man, already? I feel the same. I mean, look at I have like, this part of my eyebrow, I get white hairs in all the time. And I'm 34. I say only 34. Like, to someone that's old, to someone that's young, age is relative. Who the fuck cares? But I've been getting this shit, like, it's all everywhere. Every layer of my hair has silver in it at this point. And it used to just be this mystical that went right down the middle. You see that wonderful, maybe I was hit on the head. I don't know. I've had this since I was like 17 or 16 is when I noticed the hydra starting to grow in the middle of my head. And it just spreads. And I'm like, it's not even dangerous for me to have kids if I wanted them yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck's going on here? And I have some little freckly moles that have right here. I don't know. They're like those cherry moles. I've got a fucking couple cherry moles that have popped up. And I'm like, I thought you died when you got cherry moles. What the fuck is that? That's new. My doctor laughed at me. I showed them. Don't worry. It's fine. But I get that shit all the time. And I'm like, oh, what did I do wrong? I wear sunscreen. Wear sunscreen. Oh my God. Did you all hear that our love Trav got fucking skin cancer? Trav, the wonderful musical artist, the partner of Skin Teen, went in to get a weird bump on his shin or something checked out, ended up having a little skin cancer on his arm. Got it cut off. All fingers crossed. We're hailing
Satan in all the fucking ways.
But holy shit. Double up on your sunscreen, my dudes. Shit is real. I'm glad you haven't dyed your beard. I think that's cool. Toasted raccoon. Okay, cool. If I see them, I will thank them. I've been all white since I was 29. No shit. See, my aunts were that way. Two of my aunts that are twins, completely white hair by the time they were like 30. And actually, all three of my aunts, completely white hair by the time they were 30. My mom was like salt and pepper by the time she was 30. And I just have this sporadic, like, and then the patch. The big one in the middle. That I don't know where that came from. I don't know why that's happening. And then in my eyebrows, I notice white hairs all the time. I pluck them and say out loud, traitor to the crown. I'm turning 40 in a week and finding so many gray hairs lately. See, what is it? Are we dying? My hair started changing color at 18. Same with 16 is when that patch in the middle started to form. It's very white now. It's a genetic quirk. Feel free to use that as your excuse if someone gives you shit. It is, though. I totally can, and I do. I'm like, oh, my aunts all went white by the time they were 30. Like, I'm doing good with my bomb patch in the middle. That will spread. It spread. It started as one hair. Not even kidding you. This did. And I plucked it. And then my mom was like, oh, when you pluck a white hair, more come back. And then it did this. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's right. That's totally false. That's not real. Can you imagine how much hair we would have on our body if every time you plucked a hair, more grew? However, it did hydra in terms of just growing bigger and bigger. And it doesn't die. You can't dye white silver hair. Ever. Just doesn't take it. It's great. I have a birthmark for forever, and now the grays are coming in. Don't you love it? I have a motherfucking mole on my face, and it grows hair. What the fuck. Oh, I totally get that. Those are the worst. My mom used to have one on her chin, but she actually got it removed. Ow. I know, me too. I'm so happy. I mean, honestly, that was the thing. Trav tweeted a couple days ago, like, I got skin cancer, and I was like, oh my fucking God, I have to sacrifice so many virgins today. So I did, got the work done, and then he tweeted today a picture of him, like, getting it cut off. I think it's on his arm, but he didn't even go in for that. It just ended up, they checked it, and we're like, oh, that's a weird mole, totally melanoma. Like, get your moles checked and wear sunscreen, my dudes, please, for the love of all heck. I've lost one friend to melanoma, and I can't lose any more. And I'm not talking Trav. Trav's okay and alive. I have a weird skin tag on one of my balls. Doctor laughed at me and said, yeah, just a skin tag. Why would he laugh at you? At least you checked. I mean, God, this is why we don't want to go get things checked, because we get laughed at. I'm near completely gray, and I'm in my 40s. What's a cherry mole? Cherry moles are like a little mole that usually develops way later in life that's just bright red. They're like bright red or bright cherry colored. And all it is they're genetic. There's nothing wrong with them. It usually does not mean skin cancer, although you should always get weird things checked out that are happening new on your body. It's usually what it is a busted blood vessel under the skin. And people just get them. I'm a moley person. I don't have like raised moles. I don't know what they're called. They're just big. I just call them big freckles, but they're not freckles. You know what I'm saying? I have too many tattoos to even point one out. Like that guy. I have like those everywhere, all over me. So I'm constantly on the lookout for new stuff because I know that that's shit you gotta watch. Lunch break. Fuck yes. Let's cheers to that. Cheer. The music. Oh yeah, the video. Read it. It's just so much. It's so gross. It's more stories of the same shit of people doing it either at home or. But I'm gonna give you the link if you would like to watch the rest of it. Please do. Follow James Welsh and his brother, Robert Welsh. They're fucking hilarious. Especially when they're together. Holy shit. Oh my God. The video kept playing. Stop it. There's so much lumpy lip on my screen right now. All the sympathy to that person, but God damn. Mishy's sarcasm is very dependent on tone. I just wish social media universal for that. Dude, and that's my tone. My base tone is sarcastic, so I can't even count on that anymore. I see what that would work for insulin since it's just intramuscular medication, but fuck that shit. Amen. Fuck that shit. Agree so hard. Chat, anyone planning on getting that Powerall retirement plan? Wait, what? I'm not going to live that long. Hi, Tomadills. How are you? Ugh. Ugh. People are more and more trouble telling what is and isn't sarcasm. Guess autism really is contagious. I mean, I'm saying. At this point in the world, like, what are you going to do? The trans community is somewhat openly talking about self-made hormones injections, depending on how far anti-trans legislation goes. I feel like that is a little different. Like, it's still scary. I mean, can we vote? Can you guys vote for me? Can we vote? Vote, and please, can we stop the anti-trans legislation before poor trans kids think about creating self-injectables? It's so horrible. The world is a terrible place. What do we do? I don't know. That is basically what Dr. McCoy uses on Star Trek. So what could possibly go wrong? Oh my God. You know what it reminds? Oh my God. It's like, there's a movie where there's something like that, like in a gun that they shoot into people's neck and it leaves a circle of dots with a big dot in the middle. Is it Resident Evil? And it like punches into their neck. That's what it makes me think of, and I can't think of the movie. But it's gross. Ooh, that was the opener? Hell yeah. Is down for new music. We were listening to Talk, which is a new favorite of mine. They have such a good sound. I'm very into them. I think we need to take a break. I don't know. What time is it? I'm so no, we don't. I think we're okay. I don't fucking know. Jesus, that was loud. Catherine. These YouTube. It's Firefox. Firefox is being a cock. There's the link. Sorry, guys. To the video if you guys want to learn more about that creepy ass lip shit. Ugh. Sick. I think it's in terms of like what would be available to trans people if there's anti-trans legislation and there's like no way to get it from a doctor. I don't know if pressed pills or injections are. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to inspire a child to inject themselves with something, God forbid. Like, seriously, Satan fucking forbid. I don't want people dying. I'd much rather vote out these fucking pieces of shit who are trying to anti-trans legislate. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the sequels, was it? I fucking knew it. I knew it. I'm not crazy. Well, we won't go there. My neck is fucked today. What did I do? Slept weird. I guarantee it. I always do. It is a close election, and crazy is contagious, I've found. I don't get it. It's wild. There's so much. I mean, all those Jordan Klepper videos we watched, or that I've just watched in general, really enlightened me as to the absolute fucknastery of just willful ignorance that is pervasive in our country. Like, so, I mean, is there a, like, what's a word stronger than willful? Like, I don't even know. It's painful regardless. Zydrate comes in a little glass vial. A little glass vial? I have to watch that today now. Delusional, arrogantly, yeah, it's like forceful, willful ignorance. Like, how dare you put the truth in my face? You know what I'm saying? Well, see, I think they have more money because that's how they have like all the NRA lobbying and all that money Trump gets from his constituents for the wall that he didn't spend on a wall or whatever. Didn't he like steal a bunch of money or something? He did. Or not steal. He lied to get it donated to him. A lot of money, and then just gave it to his like children or some shit like that. I imagine they've just got more money because evil tends to be funded. I don't fucking know. Elon said he's voting Republican, right? That's like his new stance or whatever. Stealing would be a crime, and he would never do that. That hurt me inside to say out loud. Oh my god, Hero. It's so sick to me that those are back. Like, that's old. That one fucking old dude brought it up how many months ago? Like, at the beginning of this year, and everybody was like, shut that shit down. No. And then yesterday, Viata actually told us we learned where where it stemmed from. A teacher was worried during active shooter drills where her students be able to use the bathroom if they needed to. So the school provided her with a bag of kitty litter and a bucket to give to her students if they need to piss while there's a shooter in the building. And a student apparently told their parents, and their parents were like, "Furries are shitting in fucking litter boxes." And that's it. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. All of it. Oh my god, hello. Hello, Hai Lung. You know what I mean? Like, it's the levels of dumb that we just don't fathom. Yeah. That's literally the root. Viata pulled up the that is the root of it. Don't even bother to think a second of it. I mean, it's same. Honestly, what pisses me off is that it's going to turn into like kids can't wear cat ears at school anymore because they might identify with furry culture and shit in a cat box. Like, I think that's what they're going for or something. It's fucking stupid. Pre-planning by a teacher because of shootings. Exactly. That's easier than, legislating gun distribution or something. What a fucking concept, right? Honestly, if there's anyone in my life that wants to believe children are shitting in litter boxes as part of furry culture, and they want to believe that so much so that they're not willing to listen to reason, I don't want to be friends with that. I don't want that person in my life. Sounds like a very unhealthy lifestyle, and you need to get your house together. I got enough shit, man. I'm bipolar. I've got a couple shits upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I'm good. Oh my god, Aquarion, it was amazing. I've seen them twice. So fucking good. So worth it. If you haven't seen Hai Lung, or if you ever want to see them live and they're in your area, please do it. Stop the furries, save the guns. America. I don't know. I mean, that's what it feels like. It's fucking stupid. C-Town, I think they do. I think they want to. I think it's easier to grasp onto that than, you know, I don't know. I I don't know. I don't know why you would want to believe that and make kids feel bad, but I don't. It's just so weird to me. Oh, dude, I've missed so many good concerts, but I mean, you can't see them all, right? I only want to believe that because I'm pretty sure that would be a cleaner way for furry conventions to conduct themselves. Honestly, I'd play around in a litter. No. Nope. Just kidding. I lied. My brain's making enough problems for myself. I don't need people making up problems for a whole country, right? And making up problems that aren't real is easier for these people than a little bit of self-reflection. That's sad. It's pathetic. Seriously, us level-headed people need to band together and rise up and take over for these idiots. It's so weird because honestly, Mishy, I honestly believe that the majority of people are like us in terms of just normal fucking people trying to get by. You know, I don't fully encompass my being in thinking about what other people are doing in their bedroom or what their genitals look like or how they pee. Like, it's not a fully like encompassing lifestyle for me. Like, as long as my friends can pee and are peeing, like that's where my nurse brain goes, and beyond that, I don't give a fuck. Um, I truly believe that the vast majority of humans are just trying to get by and are just normal people. It's just that these crazy, Trumpy, loud, psychotic ones are loud and crazy. So they're like good media coverage. Like, you and I aren't good media coverage. We're not out there being psychotic and doing weird things and selling pillows and shit. We're not fun. We don't get clicks. And so it creates like a mentality where it feels and kind of like you kind of start to wonder like how many people are this crazy and angry, and we start all getting just scared of our neighbors because what if my neighbor is that crazy and angry? But I don't think we can't be that angry. Our world would already be on, like, our country would literally already be on fire. I think most of like the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers and all these fucking white supremacist groups, I think they're a bunch of pussy ass wieners who hide behind their numbers and their leather jackets and their patches. But if one was left alone without some sort of semi-automatic weapon, they'd crumple into a ball and cry for mommy in a second. Like, I don't it's I've but like that's just personal experience. I don't know, man. It's just hard for me to believe because I just never seen it IRL in all my travels of all the places I've been, except on TV. That's where the crazies are. You know what I mean? Just went to my first concert since COVID on Devil's Night. Oh, fuck yeah. It was in St. Andrews in Detroit. Wore a mask, was worth it. Was it amazing, though? Oh my God. Was it pretty packed? An anchor on Fox News was saying, never had the GOP encourage violence. Well, I mean, C-Town, were you able to watch that Jordan Klepper video with us yesterday? Any part of it? He like went around to different Trump rallies and shit, and he interviewed people who were actually at January 6th who are convinced it was a beautiful gathering of millions of people peacefully celebrating Trump. Like people of all, like little old grandmas. I just they've made their own reality in their head and they're sticking to it, and it's very frightening. We made science optional. It's very weird. The world is broken. I mean, not permanently, but they're loud, I guess. Ooh. There are 60 plus million people who voted for Trump. Like, I don't take anyone who voted for Trump as someone I want to be friends with. I've known a couple people who voted for Trump and have made amends. Like, they didn't I've talked to some people who, they never would again and never have, and they've changed. But people make mistakes. I completely understand that. But it's the pervasive, like, okay, I did something wrong, but I'm not going to own up to it. I'm not going to change my ways, and I'm just going to try to convince you all that it's actually an okay thing that I did. That's the one I cannot get behind. Like, you got it. suck your dick up and fucking get over yourself when you do something wrong, and voting for Trump was wrong, is wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Oh, Rod, I know. I was talking way back. My bad. That's a my bad. I was speaking the way back. Seeing I grew up in Deep Red County and state. And I mean red the whole 30 years I lived there, where somehow the Democrats were still solely to blame for all the problems at the local level. Better vote red no matter what, or else Democrats will keep messing things up. It's the definition of insanity, not to be trite about it. Yeah, but they showed GOP leaders saying shit like, let's do trial by combat. Oh, yeah. I've seen a lot of those clips on all the late night guys. They're fucking terrifying. Peacefully smashing windows and beating up the Capitol Police, right? Like, I don't know what they were seeing. I mean, that shit went down live while I was on my channel, and we all watched it. It was horrific. It still gives me chills to watch to this day. I can't even fathom being there. It's wild how much of a 180 the facts not feelings crowd has taken. Isn't it interesting? Or like how they think how anti-police they are now that Trumpy's in trouble. It's quite interesting, isn't it, to watch that? They're very wishy-washy, yeah? I thought they were all Antifa in disguise. I mean, same. It hurts to say that. I unfriended, have my social media roster during the Trump election. I haven't lost a drop of sleep. I don't care about these people. I don't honestly, I had a portion of my family that I don't know what happened. To this day, I cannot tell you. They lost their fucking shit. They're all like, I think we need to take a break in NDP really bad. They all went pro-gun, psychotic. Like, if you're trying to take my guns. And I was like, you were born and raised in Seattle in a very rich middle-class family and your mom's a nurse. Like, what the fuck happened to you? They're my age. Like, that shit broke me. That's when I was like, okay, I just can't. Like, blood doesn't mean everything. Sold out. Fuck yes. Dis got invited for Friday night for her birthday. They commissioned her to make their mask. Oh, fuck yes, for the 25th anniversary party. Got to hang side stage. Got to see her pre-rolls smoked on stage. Dude, did you jerk off to it later? Tell me. Be real. All those Trump people are such wusses, and instead of saying fuck Joe Biden, I know. I can't. I feel bad for anyone whose name is Brandon. Fuck. I have to pee so bad. Let's take a break. I think I gotta run an ad anyways. It's about the time. Quick break so I can stretch my dick and pee. I can't feel anything. Brrr! It started to snow. Oh. The wind literally feels like it goes through my body and hits my bones. Holy fuck. But my dog's peeing it. It's crazy. I mean, I would literally rather piss my pants than take my pants off outside right now. Holy no. You know I don't, C-Town. Since I moved here, I have yet to buy myself a fucking winter jacket. I just wear 20 sweaters and hope for the best. It's terrifying. I know. Every time I think about it, I look at them and I'm like, God, that's expensive for a jacket, and I just don't do it. Yeah, it's really cold. It started to snow. And I looked at the weather report, and apparently we're going to get snow through to 6 a.m. So, whoopee winter. I love being cold. Hate you. 72 sounds nice. I know. I have a beanie somewhere. I have a really nice beanie that I got in Germany when I was there because it was fucking cold in Germany and I was not prepared. And I wear that a lot. But yeah, I usually just wear 50 million layers because it could snow and then in a couple hours melt away and be 70 degrees and I want to be able to strip off. It's terrible. It's weird. But no, I need to. I need to get a pea coat or something. Something like that. I get beanies, honestly, it's my ears. My ears and my neck get more cold than anything. So I literally have 500 scarves and beanies. Same. I have so many, but I use all of them. You lose a lot of heat in the neck, my dudes. It's real. Dude, right, Robin? Do you have one of those what is the brand? It's like a goose, northern Canadian goose or something like that. I've never seen a bad review. They look amazing. Also, pea coats. I think I'd want a hood, though. The only thing that turns me off on pea coats is the vast majority of them don't have a hood. And I need my neck and my ears, like, help. I need a hood. Anything that doesn't, like, this has a hood. I cannot. Crew necks? Are you a sociopath? What's the point? You lose a lot of heat in the neck. At least I do. See, I don't have a big head. It's my hair. Same, Rod. My beanie. I think it's by the front door. But the beanie I have is enormous to accommodate for my hair because my hair makes it so I basically have to wear like extra large size hats because it's just so thick. I'm the same. Any kind of normal beanie gives me headaches. Same. Yep. I got to get big one. My mom, honestly, most of my beanies my mom has made for me. Like she knits and shit. And I ask her, I'm like, can you just make it extra big? Because I can't stand when they like squeeze my head or if they like slowly slip off your head like a weird condom all day. So you got that weird like nipple shit going on. Nah. Same issue though. I can't stand it. But like, it's just my arms, neck, and ears that get cold. The rest of me is totally fine. It's very weird. Most of the time I don't even have to button it up. Is it legit? Like, what is it? Is it wool? Is that what pea coats are? Like, why are they so warm? They've got to be wool or something, right? Dude, beanies are everything, man. I live by them. And Jesus Christ. Started out of nowhere. It's funny because everybody says like, "Oh, you're so Colorado now, like you're so South Park. Everybody wears a beanie." I'm like, "What the fuck? Everybody wears a beanie everywhere." If you didn't know I was in Colorado, you'd never say that. I got my beanies when I lived in Maryland. Shut up. But apparently it's a thing. People are very beanie centric, I guess. But it's fucking cold here. Have a good gym time. Be safe. Don't let anybody get sweat near you. They are wool. Okay, that's what I thought. How do you keep it clean? Doesn't it like attract every little fuzz and little shit stick in the air ever? Yes, I did, Rod. I follow an account on Instagram that's like weed memes or weed prawns or something like that, and they usually post all those, and I look at them in the morning. They're funny. I love them. A roller? Nope. It's so tightly bound wool that it stays pretty clean, even with a husky, and that's why I asked. The poodles don't shed. Poodles don't shed, but they shed like a human, so they still shed. And you guys have seen me like sit here with tweezers and unwind a poodle hair from my eyelashes. Like if a poodle hair gets loose and gets in that jacket, I'd probably unweave the jacket to get it out. It'd be obsessive. But I have had a pug, which is similar to the husky little needle hairs that are just in everything you love ever, including your eyeballs. And they suck with with anything like that. Like there was honestly, when Millie was a puppy and I lived in an apartment, I just went through a period of my life I didn't wear black clothes. I know, strange to believe considering what you see every day. I just couldn't. It was impossible to keep it lint free. Literally impossible. Or not lint free, but pug hair free. We used to joke about how like someday when we died, they'd autopsy us and open us up and it would just be like pug hair. Poof. Just come out of your body. It'd be crazy. I know. I actually have 3 socks on right now and I'm freezing. It's disgusting. I have a sock and then leg warmer 1, leg warmer 2 on top of leggings. It's sick. I have body fat, my dudes. Like this. I need to adjust. It's just too real, Rod. I was trying to pull it up. It hurts me to look at that monitor today. I'm sorry if I'm slow. I think honestly, like, because I had a migraine all night, when I finally passed out, I passed out in a really weird position. It's this. It feels bruised now because I've been raking into it all day, but it's this little, it's not my trap. I can't remember what it is. It's the one that goes down over your shoulder blade and it just gets fucked up. This one. It's too real. Does anyone else feel attacked? Smart wool is amazing. I have a few pairs of smart wool socks. A few. And they keep my feet warm, but then my legs are freezing. Like, I'm 6 feet tall and no one makes thigh-high smart wools. You know what I'm saying? Is it the lat? Is that what it is? I don't remember. My massage therapist told me it's This one. It's like the one directly behind your trap. I think it is your latimus dorsi or latimus something. But I can literally like flop my finger back and forth across the knot and it like goes plop, plop, plop. So I've just been raking into it all day, but it drives me nuts. I get really pissed off when I forget about it and I go to turn left and I'm like, uh, body, stop it. Why? What did I do wrong? Sleep? I mean, patient. You guys, I mean, have you gotten any? My mom lives up there. I'm sure you've heard me talk about her. She lives up near Seattle. And she told me this was like a week and a half ago. It was like a week before Halloween, I think, ish. Seatown can probably correct me on this. It was a couple weeks ago. They got rain for the first time since June. Are you in an area that's similar to that? And there's like fires in North Bend and Gold Bar, which is the Pacific Northwest fucking rainforest. Arguably one of the places fires shouldn't start spontaneously. Fucking nuts. The Boma socks look great. I would still have to put leg warmers on top of them though. Like I wish that I could find anything. It's just I'm cold all the time. Maybe it's a tall. Do you have like cold extremities, BDO? Or anybody else that's like tall? I wonder if it's like a blood pressure because I'm tall. My blood just doesn't pump it to my arms, so my arms are always fucking freezing. I have a lot of hoodies that are cut off right here because my torso is fine. It's just my arms. Oh my god, I thought you meant Pacific Northwest. See, I'm a nerd. Is it warm there right now? What is it? What's your temperature? Hold on. I literally thought Pacific Northwest. I'm an idiot. What's the temperature there? I just got a free 1/2 ounce for buying this lady some weed. That was nice. You're a nice person, Yandy. That's what you get for being nice. That's your karma immediate. Are you a heater? I am while I sleep, but that's about it. We got good rain here in the Bay Area like 2 days ago. Oh my god, did everyone freak out? Was there traffic? Was it horrible? Did people call in sick due to weather? Did you get it? Did you get your email? Okay, wait, Najeel, before you're too high, what kind of dabs did you use in it? My mom knit me wool socks and they're fucking amazing. I have a couple pairs of wool socks. I like save them though. I'm trying to, cause you know, there's a certain amount of adjusting your body has to do to the cold weather because you're going to be cold no matter what. So I'm trying to let my body like kind of be cold a little. I don't want to bundle up right away because then I won't adjust and then I'll just be cold all winter. I started my Colorado yearly tradition of getting really dry when it gets cold. This time it's the top of my hands. Forgot the lotion at home. Dude, same. Mine, it's always right here. It's like right at where my ribs end. For some reason, my skin just fucking itches. Like, so bad all winter. And it doesn't look like I don't have psoriasis. It's not like bumpy, dry skin. It's just like claw marks from me raking my ribs. Fucking terrible. But same. Yeah, the dry weather has officially hit. It's really bad. It's 58. Oh, that's beautiful weather. I don't wear a jacket until it's literally freezing. I try not to, honestly. I try to push myself because I hate when first thing in the morning I have to put on 50 layers, otherwise I die. Like, I want to acclimate. Like, I have to eventually because it's going to get colder, you know? Just saying the Cascades isn't the rainforest part. The rainforest part is the Olympic Mountains west of Seattle. But isn't Gold Bar and, like, North Bend, they have, like, maybe it's not part of that rainforest. It's a state park that has, like, maybe it has a salmon run through it? I can't remember the name of the town. There's so many little towns there. It's one my parents used to have property there, and they told us it was, like, zoned as rainforest because it had a little creek that had a salmon run and, like, was heavily wooded or whatever. I don't know. It's probably not part of the exact forest, but it is some sort of whatever. No, I mean, you could be, I don't know. They sold this property. What the fuck? If my sister was here, she'd know. She knows everything. I can't remember the name of the town. It's one of those middle of, like, you know, Gold Bar, North Bend towns. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Population, like, 2,000 maybe. I just can't think of the name of it. But they had a chunk of property there forever, and they sold it because they couldn't build on it. Because it was considered it was, like, zoned as rainforest, and there was a little salmon creek, and so they couldn't do anything with the property, so they sold it. I fucking cannot. It started with a B. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Have I eaten recently? Do you want me to lie and make you feel better or be honest? I'll be honest. I don't eat until like 10 p.m. usually. It's a terrible habit, but I hate eating on stream and I don't wake up early enough in the morning to eat. Don't hate me. I've been doing it forever. I'm okay. Ah! I know. I know. It's the worst. I know it's the worst. I try. I do. I try to like snack if I can. If I get hungry, I don't like starve myself. Like if I get hungry, I'll on my break, like I'll go in the kitchen, literally like smear peanut butter across a piece of bread and shove the whole thing in my mouth and like wolf it down. Like I don't starve myself. I just don't usually stop to think about eating until I'm weak with hunger, literally, which is usually around 9 p.m. It's really bad. I live off of coffee and I know. That's probably has a lot to do with why I'm cold and why at nighttime I burn like a sun. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, she was a Trumper? Shit. I mean, good for you though. Hell yeah. Runs is one of my favorite strains though. Hold up. I can't turn this way easily today. My neck is killing me. To turn that way, I literally have to bend down. I can't just swivel. It's fucking just the worst. Is this literally the vape? And so this is fuck. Yeah, it's the flavor. It honestly, anything that's like silicone or latex, all I taste, smell, feel, hospital. It's just hospital. Like I could never be with someone who had a latex thing because I can't even latex balloons. Like I just smell hospital and I start thinking death and dismemberment. Like I've had way too many years of latex gloves for anything involving silicone or latex to be sexy ever again in my entire life. It's just medical. All of it is medical. It's just permanent. It's so gross. Just getting coffee. I mean, coffee is like a necessity of life, but I'm one of those people that like, like 7-Eleven coffee is as good as Dunkin' is as good as the next brown bean liquid. Not even bean, berry liquid. Berry seed juice. You know what I'm saying? I just need it. I just get it down. You know what I'm saying? But this is my one like special place in the world where I just get to kind of check out for a few minutes. And I don't want it to taste like a condom or surgery. I mean, BDO, let's be honest, that's the most spoiled I've ever been in my life. I grew up on Folgers. The best part of waking up is mom's super weak Folgers in your butt. I know I'm actually gonna be able to go today because I don't have a fucking migraine. I think I can turn enough to safely drive. Should be there though. I checked. I even looked at the tracking. It's the seed juice. I hadn't made the link, but you ruined latex for me now. I'm sorry. I never thought it would get ruined for me, but seriously, when you working in a hospital, you in one shift, I would probably go through easily 100 pairs of gloves, minimum. Because, you go into a patient's room, you gel, you foam, you gel, you foam, you clean your hands, put on some gloves, do something, take those gloves off, gel foam, put on another pair of gloves, do something else, take them off, throw them away, gel foam, another pair of gloves, and the smell of latex just becomes synonymous with diarrhea and death. Forever. I'm ruined for it. It's just the worst. It's a pill in a box. Random, but I got this really cool diploma from a training course at work yesterday. Would I post the pic and shenanigans in your Discord? Wait, yes. Yes, I actually have that. Just gonna swivel my whole chair instead of my neck. I hate my body. I have hypothetical shenanigans up right now because we were looking at C Nemo has shared a fucking article recently. Oh my god, it's actually in there if you see it. So, I'm sure you guys heard there was some weed companies that were getting sued by, I think, is it the state of California? Because they were claiming the weed was like 46% THC content or something fucking insane like that. And it tested out to be 23 to 27%, which, to be fair, is still fucking high. And I'd be thrilled to get that. But not only that, it's now testing positive for fucking E. coli. Which means, and it's pre-rolls. It's like little boxes of pre-rolls. So it's either fertilizer, bad fertilizer. Well, not bad. Most fertilizers gross. They're not washing the plants, or it's poopy, not washed hands after the bathroom, pre-rolling our joints. Wash your hands. Think about the kids. Oh my God. I have, well, that's what I'm saying, BDO. I'm bringing the tracking number with me. I'm going to be like, no, it's here. You're going to get it. It's a live animal. It's a kitten. Find it. I left for a few minutes. Why does coffee taste like a condom? Oh, where do I start? Oh my God, that is so, hold on, I gotta show everyone. That's your diploma. Go fuck yourself. You live the life I want. Get out of here. That is, stop it. It's Jeter's that gave it to you. Just make sure to put it super on fire. You know what I'm saying? Just like really on fire. Because I'm not even kidding you. CNEMO has said there's an article saying it's testing for E. coli. So like really super on fire. You know what I mean? Stop it. I went to school for 9 years and I didn't get anything as cool as this. Are you fucking with me? Was it just the baby Jeters? Okay. It actually says it. Let me give you guys the actual name because I don't want to spread bullshit about good weed. Hold up. So the actual weed that is testing positive is the Baby Jeter Fire OG Diamond Infused 5-pack pre-roll. Boosh. Which is absolutely not that. Are you kidding me? Look, stop. Wait, where's the other picture? The other picture has a... Look, that's no. That is so fucking sick. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I am infinitely jealous. That's beautiful. Oh my God, your keyboard's fucking cool too. That's awesome. I'm glad I'm not the only one with a fucking screwdriver inside my ashtray, by the way. Let's not talk about that. That is, I mean, honestly, all my friends who have gotten awesome jobs in dispensaries are living the most perfect life ever. Viata loves it. Jackie loves it. Like, it's just, if I didn't have this, that's what I would do. Seriously. Like, when I go to my dispensary, the dispensary people ask me about my channel. We all talk about the strains that my channel is talking about with me, and I tell them the ones I like. Like, they know what I do here. We talk, like, it just seems like it'd be so much fun. I love bullshitting with the weed tenders. They're so nice. They, like, know me by name and face, which is probably because it's the only place I ever go. But they're so nice. It's just, okay, so CNEMO says it's just the baby Jeters, but they have Black Book grows, and who knows what these companies do when nobody's looking. Hopefully they're testing all of them and not handing them out. Robin, if you start peeing out your butthole, let us know. How does one become a bud tender? Honestly, you just apply at a dispensary. I think you just have to be over 21 and not have, I mean, honestly, over 21. But I mean, you probably start by like picking, like packaging, picking, shelving, doing maintenance, stuff like that to learn the bud, and then you work towards working at the counter. Because the people at the counter literally know like every strain ever and are super knowledgeable about everything mystically. So I assume they did something. There's something else going, like there's probably a buildup to being the person at the counter. But it's honestly just the people that work at the counter selling weed, and they're just awesome. And they always suggest really cool strains to me. And I trust them because every once in a while they'll be like, oh my God, have you tried this strain, Gak Smoothie? And I'm like, are you kidding me? I've touched my nipples to it for 4 months straight. And they're like, dude, it's my new favorite ever. I'm like, me fucking too. I want all of it. And so I know that we have the same taste. They don't lie. They don't try to upsell on brands or anything like that. They're just stoners who want you to get high. Opposable toes. Thank you so much for subbing to the class. Keeping the classy alive and giving a fucking anus swings for 10 months in a row with that Prime sub. Don't forget your Prime subs. They're important, and Bezos makes like 8 million a minute, which is insane. He does nothing. Help. He doesn't have to be here, but use it somewhere. I appreciate you. Thank you. It is, honestly. I have the little, oh my God, where is it? I've been doing like little arts and crafts lately, so it's somewhere weird. But I have this little, it's like one of those screwdrivers that has little different heads on the inside, and you can like unscrew the butt and put the heads on, and it's the best tool ever for a bong, ever. Like, I don't think I've ever screwed anything in my life with it. I wonder if burning the weed would kill the E. coli. It would. It's the mouth. It's the problem is that when you buy pre-rolls, if you ever bought one, usually little bits of the weed gets around the mouthpiece and the cardboard part, and that part, gets in your mouth. But I'm assuming, like, it's kind of like, when Jack in the Box got in trouble, I think it was E. coli as well. Similar, it was vegetables that hadn't been cleaned before they were put on things. So spinach and stuff like that had cow poop on it. Everybody has E. coli living in your intestine, by the way. if you're wondering, E. coli is a native bacteria, what we call a natural flora, that lives in everybody's poop track. The problem that happens is when you consume someone else's E. coli. So eat ass responsibly as you do. You know what I'm saying? So when you eat a cow's E. coli, we're going to run into problems and we get E. coli poisoning. But everybody's got E. coli in their ass. Like, it's a pretty natural thing to have everywhere. And so, but you remember when that happened to Jack in the Box? They fucking became like the epitome of cleanliness because the fucking board came in and was like, bitch, you're going to kill people. And they had to clean up. And to this day, they're probably one of like the cleanest fast food restaurants you can ever go to because they're watched like a hawk. So I assume if one got pulled off, they probably tested the rest of the weed like nobody's fucking business to avoid any lawsuits. I would assume. I would hope. I would fucking hope. I don't know. Robin, let us know if you pee out your butt. I mean, if we're being honestly, C-Town, I don't know one person who's worked at a dispensary and not had a fucking blast. It's a bunch of just cool stoners who have their head on their shoulders and are able to keep a job at the same time. You know, people. I'm the guy who puts weed in the jar, in the bag or the jar, right? See, there's so many levels to it. I don't even know them. I don't know the dispensary levels of the weed distribution, honestly. I wish I knew more, but that's probably where I would have gone if I hadn't had another outlet. Off-book grows allow them to bump the numbers. Oh, is that how they lie about their percentages? All the monster huge companies are trying to compete with insane volumes. They can also be pushing these numbers with how many transformers they have outside, wattage in, bud out. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. That's so ghetto. That's so sad. I test weed, and if it's good weed, it's good weed. If it's not good weed, it's not good weed. I don't buy it because of a brand name or because of a percentage. Like, I've bought weed that said it's 15% THC, and it rocked my asshole off. And I've bought weed that said it was 30%, and I didn't even feel it. So, like, I don't know. I know that's probably terpene profile, which none of us can really genuinely explain yet because it's still considered heroin. But I don't know. I've never really put so much stock in those like epic percentages like that. I'm like, I don't really know if that's anything at this point because to date up in the US, because it's still a Schedule 1 or whatever in the same line with like meth and heroin, yeah, we can't, like, scientists and things that are testing weed to make it legal to sell recreationally, so on and so forth, they're not allowed to play with any weed over 2%, I think it is, or if it's like 5%, I think, THC, but they can sell us, 40% labeled or whatever. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not so worried about E. coli, way more worried about pesticides and fungicides, 100% on that, because those don't burn away. They change into something dangerous when they burn. 100%. Oh my god, burning pesticides straight up. Let's not with that. Let's not with that ever. That's a horrifying idea. Hello, Alchemy, my love. How are you? Pre-rolls are not something you buy once you work in the industry. Honestly, I don't know any potheads that regularly buy pre-rolls at all. Like, I don't know anyone who regularly smokes in the industry or out simply because they're kind of a waste of money. Like, if you've been like, I can roll a joint with the palm of my hand and a piece of Bible paper. I don't need special accoutrement. I don't need a crutch. I know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And now I know you can just use a little fusilli noodle and it's a great crutch. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like pre-rolls usually are for like I definitely have bought pre-rolls because the strain I really want is only in pre-rolls and not in a jar. So I'll buy the pre-rolls, grind them up, and smoke them that way. Or if I'm going on like a camping trip or something and I don't want to bring a bong, I just want a couple pre-rolls because I'm with people who don't smoke. There are certain reasons, but outside of that, I ain't buying pre-rolls ever. Like, it just I'm paying someone to do something I can do my own, and usually pre-rolls, usually not all the time, but usually pre-rolls are made with kind of the skag weed, you know. The runoff, if you will. Infused pre-rolls are fun. Exactly. And that's honestly, every time I buy a pre-roll, that's what I'm going to get. I'm going to get some like dumb $25 pre-roll that's wrapped in wax and shit. Because why would I just the other ones I can do, like I said, in the palm of my hand with a piece of paper. It ain't that hard. I gave my mom, who's never had weed in any form ever, an edible to help her sleep. I asked her the next day how it went, and she said she didn't feel anything at all. No idea. Did she sleep well? I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's because she slept so well. Mother Nature's wreaking havoc on my body and I'm exhausted. Oh my god, that was my last week. I too am exhausted. Like, last day my period was like 2 days ago, but yesterday I had like the post-period progesterone migraine drop dump fun day. I was fine for like most of stream, and then the last 2 hours of stream, my head just felt like it was like swelling on my head on my body. And then until about midnight last night, I was like on the edge of puking with a migraine. It was so bad. All my fucking sympathies. If you need me to send you an ice pick, unlike Zachary, I'll be a true friend and send one. Because wombs are the devil, and being female isn't fair. I think it's punishment because we look good naked. Honestly, that's all I can come up with. There are tons of weed places here just looking at Glassdoor and Monster. Oh, I honestly, C-Town, like, every time I've been to Washington, I swear to God, weed stores have become the new, like, joke to Starbucks. You know how people would be like, you can be in a Starbucks and see another Starbucks across the street? That's weed shops now. And chances are, within 20 feet will be one of those bikini baristas where you'll have dope coffee and some nip nops to stare at all day. Like, you get to be, I mean, if you're looking for a career change, bud tender sounds dope to me. And they don't make bad money. They make pretty decent money. And I mean, I'm sure my bud tenders are probably I'm a very nice person and they're nice and we have things in common, so we bullshit all the time, but I tip good because that's America, unfortunately. But I know they don't make bad money. It's not like, you're not popping in as a bud tender making minimum wage or anything like that. It's a pretty substantial what's the word? Industry. Industry is the word. I started using edibles 2 months ago for anxiety and depression, having quite a lot so far by microdosing. Like, a lot of, success or anxiety from microdosing. I hope not anxiety from microdosing. I do the same though, Mike. The edibles I buy are strictly ow, my neck, microdoses. I might take some of these tonight to try to fucking relax my neck muscle. These are I think honestly all edibles are very specific state to state because weed can't cross state lines because it's not federally legal, so on and so forth. But if you're in the Colorado area or in Colorado, the brand that I get, it's just called Canyon, and all of their edibles are either like a gummy candy or like a hard sucky candy. I like the sucky candies because I think I get less of a hit from edibles when it has to go through my digestive system versus sublingually being absorbed. And these are literally 1 to 1 to 1, so every piece is like a little candy like that big. It has 2.5 milligrams of THC, 2.5 milligrams of CBD, and 2.5 milligrams of CBN. Negligible, we all know. But if I have, like, hella bad cramps and or I'm just feeling unnecessarily anxious, like, there's nothing going on, there's nothing I can immediately do in my life to, like, alleviate it. It's just my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. These can really take the edge off, and I honestly eat 2 candies, which is a total of 5 milligrams of THC, and I go to fucking Jupiter, my dudes. And I smoke pot every day, all day. Like, edibles are different. They're a totally different ballgame, but it blows me away that it can be such a small dose like that versus, like, generally what I'm smoking and consuming. Generally. I woke up and Colin had left gummy bears, Skittles, chocolate, and fruit punch on my bedside table. That's beautiful, as it should be. I mean, I look good naked, Katie, or at least I think I do. I mean, whenever I'm naked in the washroom, the shower gets turned on. Um, it's coming from in the house. Did you? You should go. Run, bitch. I've seen this movie. Success. I use Camino brand. The Excite one has been the best so far for depression. That's awesome. That makes me really happy. It's it's amazing what it can do. I remember when my mom got her knee replacements, she was given Percocets right after the surgery, and she literally couldn't function. She couldn't sleep at night because she would toss and turn, and her knees would just start to fucking ache like a bitch. It was horrible. And I convinced her to start using it was lotion that was THC CBD, and it was insanely high dose. I don't even remember. It was like a little pot was like 1,500 milligrams or something like that. It was crazy. But it ended up working so much that she was able to get off the Percocets because it turned out that all the pain was stemmed from the inflammation of her knee joint. And all that CBD and THC helped take all that inflammation down. I think the THC didn't really do much for the inflammation, but it definitely helped her calm the fuck down. And it was great because it's not that she was like relying on Percocets. They were doing nothing. She was just taking them like to try to pass out, to forget about it, you know? It was bad. Dude, BDO for real though. Before they try to like illegal it or whatever, tack extra shit on. Who knows? Yeah, ours, I'm trying to think. I just threw mine away because I literally just ran out of it. But the one we get here is I think it's called like Relief something. Relief fuck. But it's the only one I've ever found that they have a non-scented and then they have a scent that's not like old lady perfume. No shame. I just don't want to smell like rose or lavender. Like those are smells I put in the bathtub when I have a migraine or on my Nana because she smells like pee. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that yet. But I feel like that's what they cover weed up with the vast majority of the time. And they have one. I'm trying to think of it's like balsam fir and something else, but it's really, really meadow. It's like pepper and balsam fir or something. It's really mellow. It's not really a strong scent. I really like it. It's the only one I've ever found that you just don't feel like you're going to a nursing home while wearing it. I jacked up my knee and the CBD was fucking healing my knee like a green mile, bro. It's kind of, I mean, that's what my mom said. I was like, Mom, there's no such thing as miracles. She's like, Katie, stop it. I slept. I was like, okay, whatever. It was a miracle. And now, I mean, this is the funny thing though, Myron. So she got her knee replacements like 5 years ago, I want to say like 5-ish years ago. She at least started the first one about 5 years ago. She got them both done within a year. It was insane. And they still, every time I visit them, they still have a pot of the THC CBD cream on both of their little like, they have like one huge couch and they each have like a stand on like, what are they called? Not a bed stand, not a nightstand. Just like a little stand. The thing you put, what is that called? Are those called something? The little thing you put at the end of a couch to like set your drink on. Little table. End table. An end table. End table? Side table. Side table. End table? Now nothing sounds right anymore. Anyways, they both have a little pot of it on their table. I think because, well, I mean, they're both in their 60s. My mom's almost 70 and they've destroyed their bodies. My dad worked construction his whole life. My mom's been a respiratory nurse, so they're ruined. I think they love it. But it's cool. I'm all into it. I mean, painkillers, we all know, like, especially if you're on them currently and you know, like, everybody wants off of them if you fucking can. I have another edible that's a 10-to-1 CBD to THC, and that's my go-to. I have one like that too. Those are really good too. CBD is the best, by the way. If anyone's wondering or you're thinking about experimenting with these kind of things for your own anxiety. Open! Oh, I don't have it in this bag. CBD is the component that helps you relax and helps take away anxiety and things like that. THC is just going to get you high. Like THC is the cerebral stoned effect. CBD is the area where you're going to get all those medical effects. So if you want to try something for anxiety or something, you can literally get it 100% CBD. You won't feel a thing other than your anxiety being mellowed. There won't be any THC in it. You can get things like that, or you can get like a 10-to-1, things like that. They're great. The brand is wonderful. I think mine is Wana, like WANA. Wana, I think, but they're pure CBD. And I use those if I'm just like anxious for no reason at all. A side table. Yeah, well it is. It's pretty much it's anything. A side table can be literally anything. It can be your dinner table. It can be like I don't fucking know. Your computer table. It could be anything. Yeah, I couldn't remember. They both have one. I don't know. I was so stressed out that I am just tossing all night. So I started getting edibles for sleep. I get these wild 5 mil. Oh, I've seen the wild ones. They sell those here as well. I think that brand is established in multiple states because I've seen that in multiple areas. It's WYLD and it has like a cool like the emblem is like deer horns, deer antlers, right? It's like a really cool little set of deer antlers around the wild symbol, I think it is. They're really cool. Yeah, that's a good brand. If you see those ones, I've tried those as well. They always have them on display at my dispensary. Yeah. So you're getting the 5 milligrams THC, 5 milligrams CBN gummies, and I'm out. That's awesome. And do you wake up with any sort of hangover or anything like that? Because with these microdoses, I never do. And which is why I stick with microdoses. Because I've told you guys, like, I've tried just a 5 milligram THC gummy one time because I was anxious and couldn't get to sleep, and I was high for like 3 days. Like, I felt it when I woke up in the morning. I was like, we on a boat, motherfucker. Take a look at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to wake up that way. I wake up tired enough. So I like the microdoses because, again, they're a hard candy, so I suck on them. So, it, I don't know if this is real, but in my opinion, I think I get more of the effect and it gets through my body faster because I sublingually allow it to be dissolved and absorbed in my mouth, in the mucous membrane of my mouth, as opposed to having to fight through all the stomach acid in my stomach, get through whatever I've eaten that day into my intestines, and then fight for room amongst the shit going through my body, trying to get absorbed. Like, that's where we get to the point where we're like, we don't know where edibles are gonna kick in. So I kind of bypass that by having a sucky candy or a hard candy, whatever the fuck you call it. End table, side table, either way, yeah. Only if I don't give myself at least 6 hours. I tried to short sleep 1, and it was still a little messed up in the morning, mostly because I don't partake outside of them. No, I mean, that's the thing, Genova, like, even though I do partake, like, I think I just heard my dogs. Oh, Zach's on a break. Okay, we're good. Edibles are a different fucking everything. Like, I don't even know. I could not even calculate how many milligrams of weed I smoke a day. No idea, but it's a lot more than 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, I smoke every day, all day, and I have for years and years and years. It's my way of life. That's my life. However, 1 dose of 5 milligrams of edibles kicks my fucking ass. Literally, I mean, to space with you, cowboy. It is wild. I honestly think it's different. It's a different world. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, Staunch Billy, like, there are some people who literally eat, like, 50 milligrams, 100 milligrams, and they get nice and pleasantly stoned. I've had one candy bar one time when I was in DC, and it was 250 milligrams. I didn't feel a thing. Nothing. I ate the whole thing. Nothing. Not one bit of anything did I feel. Nothing. It was just a waste of my money, basically. But those candies fuck me up. 1,000 can either be panic-inducing or kind of mind depending on tolerance. I would never. That scares me. I smoke every day, all day as well. I didn't when I first met the community here. What are you saying? Are you saying I influenced you? Oh, dude, if you're active on that much, that's different. Honestly, if I take edibles like that, I would have to be active because I'd lose my mind. Once you start messing with bulk distillate, oh my god. Have you seen those, like, Instagram videos of girls, like, roasting, like, 5 grams of dabs at one time in one hit? It's fucking insane. I don't even think you can get that high. I smoke outside and shit in the morning and shit in the morning. Before, during, and after meetings. Depends on what I'm doing, of course. I mean, absolutely. Same. Y'all broke me in. Well, I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm not what's the word? Embarrassed? I think we do quite well, right? I've only ever done edibles, but I might need a vape pen for CBD to deal with anxiety. You know, I did that. It's so individual. You can never generalize like experience on CBD or THC or anything like that. However, I do remember when my nose itches so bad. Ah! Oh my god. Um, so like 4-ish years ago now, we won't talk about it. I had a legit mental breakdown. Like, I was undiagnosed bipolar. I had been diagnosed ADHD and OCD, but never bipolar. I hadn't really been keeping up with my counseling or my meds. I'd actually taken myself off my meds. And I had reached this pinnacle of just like panic and mania and anxiety that it crashed eventually with me being fully clothed, chilling in a bathtub in California on the phone with my mother. And I finally went and got, therapy and all that. And however, the thing is with SSRIs specifically, which is what I was given, I think we need to run an ad. Did an ad just run? Did a fucking ad just run? Can you even hear me talking right now? I just noticed the time and I was like, oh shit, did I miss it again? Fuck. I don't want to be that dick that shares a story. It ran an ad. Just scream into the void. I'm not gonna fucking be that dick. We'll just take a break really quick. I think it did. Let's take a break really quick anyways. And then I'll finish what I was talking about. Because it's good. Honestly, it's good. It worked for me. I just wanted to tell you how I did it. And it's specifically because of the specific drugs I was being put on for my bipolar to like calm me down out of, mental breakdown area. But there was definitely a point of time where I needed it. So let's take a quick break. I'll run an ad, get it the fuck out of the way if it hasn't run yet, and I'll be right back. Enjoy this fireplace. Welcome back. Holy dick. Welcome. Song's too good to stop. What up, bitches? Cheers. It's fucking 420-ish. Kendo, hello, how are you? Thank you for the biddies, you generous shit. How are you doing? I just noticed my little ClassyKatie flipped. Vissy made me this. Flip, you fucking son of a whore. We'll meet you down there. We're a big old nasty, like, one of those hairy, gooey, like mysteriously slimy, clotted things you gotta pull out of the drain once in a while. We're coming down as one of those. we're on our way. We're being flushed. I'm just topping my bowl off, but it's like 419 or something, right? It's 420. Cheers. This is the new Dermot Kennedy song. Anyways, I was gonna tell you about the fucking CBDs, the CBDBDs. So basically what happened was had a mental breakdown, went and saw a therapist, got drugs. But what SSRIs do, let me turn this song down. It's so loud again. Why? There's no such thing as a median volume in the world, and it drives me fucking crazy. It's fine. I'm enjoying everything. So, what happens with SSRIs is they don't have any sort of immediate effect. They basically take up to 8 weeks for you to feel any sort of effect from the actual dose you are taking or receiving from the pill you're taking every day. So, I was now on a drug, but it was going to take up to 8 weeks to start feeling like I wasn't having a fucking full-on panic attack or wanting to die at any moment of any day. By the way, it's 4:20, and also I've been streaming for exactly 4 hours and 20 minutes, and that's beautiful. Cheers. Mel, we should play this week sometime. I don't have time today, but I can later this week. I'm down. Cheers. So, what I did is I went and I got CBD gummies. Again, the Wana brand, but there are lots of very legitimate CBD brands out there. And I would get a vape. And I don't remember how many milligrams was in the vape. But what I would do is I would have the gummies next to my bedside. And if I was like hella anxious or couldn't sleep or whatever, I would take 2 5-milligram gummies. And then I would take 3 hits off the vape. And then I would start listening to music. And I had some sort of playlist that went by. And I had this general rule that if I would tell myself, and this was just so I didn't like you can't overdose. You'll just pass out and go into like a coma. Not really, but you'll have the best sleep of your life if you take too much CBD. But basically what I told myself was if in 3 songs I still feel like I'm sweating out my eyeballs, I can have 1 more gummy. And then I'd go through 3 more songs. And that's what I would do. Motherfucker. Kendo just gifted 10 subs in the chat. Fucking tits. Hello, Theory. How are you? I'm glad you had good. We have had good vibes today. Mostly. Thank you for gifting 10 subs in the chat, you silly fuck. Deca Bear, Dead Leaves Fall, Cerebral Onion, The Weekend Slice, Cuteness, Smooth Bob, Powerful Voss, Will Scott, I Abducts, and Lido. You're all about wizards of the highest order. Please go forth and be consensual in every way because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And thank you, Kendo. I appreciate you and your never-ending generosity. Thank you. We're all going to hell in a handbasket. Honestly, like maybe. I don't even know anymore. It's fucked. So what I was gonna say is the vape is a really good idea if you can get a hold of a CBD vape. If you're the type that is like you're not like you're having highs and lows of the anxiety. You know what I mean? Because basically it's kind of the same with smoking. I need to just grind up some weed and repack my bowl. It's kind of the same concept with smoking weed versus an edible. So the main reason that I prefer smoking pot over an edible for like my in general use of marijuana products is because I know I'm going to get high right away and I'm going to be completely fucking stone cold sober in 2 hours or less. Like there has been a very minimal time in my life that one hit, and granted, you guys know it's very rare that I'm taking more than like a quarter of a bowl. I'm not talking like smoking a whole bowl and being stoned for only 30 minutes, but one hit usually is going to keep me like actively high, like I'm kind of like joyous high right now for about 30 minutes. The next 30 minutes is going to be kind of it's wearing off ish. That's will be the point where I probably take another hit if I want to continue that high. And then the last hour is when you're really coming down and I'll start to yawn and I start to get sleepy. With an edible, when you eat it, like it has to bypass your whole like digestive system and all that shit. No pun intended. So basically, like it could kick in 30 minutes, it could kick in 3 hours, and it could last for 30 minutes, it could last for 3 days because your digestive system is so different. So it's kind of the same with a vape versus the gummies of a CBD. However, you're not going to be high from CBD, right? You're not going to really feel anything from it other than if you do too much, you're going to get kind of sleepy. So I had the gummies to help me stay asleep and help me, wake up less anxious. The vape was when I was like panicking. Like I had let myself go to a dangerous place because I was unmedicated, undiagnosed, not seeing a therapist, all these things that are not good for me personally. I'd let myself go so far that I'd convinced myself that I had a rotten tooth that was going to my brain and I was going to fucking die. And I could not get over it. Like I was convinced to the point where I would like floss my teeth every 15 minutes during the day and psychotic shit like that. Like, and I had nothing wrong with a tooth or anything. It was all just where I decided to tunnel that anxious energy for some fucking psychotic reason. And so in that 8 weeks waiting for my Lexapro, my SSRI to start to actually take effect, calm me down, and so I could actually regulate my own emotions again, I would definitely use that vape in those moments where I could feel I was starting to get to that point where I can't control my anxiety anymore. Like I'm going to start I would start like shaking and my palms literally would just pool water like a fucking magic trick or something like that. It was scary. And smoking the CBD would mean an immediate effect that would go away pretty quick, but I could sit there, I could take a hit and know that within at least 60 seconds it was going to take effect and I would start to sweat a little bit less. And if I felt myself like if I could feel my anxiety bursting through it right away, take another hit, wait a few seconds, while the CBD takes its time to get through your digestive system and do its work. It was kind of a back and forth thing, but it definitely, I mean, I say not lightly, it saved my life. Seriously, before those drugs could kick in, I was losing my fucking gourd. Okay, if Jim Carrey and James Woods are playing Joe Biden, wait, is Jim Carrey now too? I didn't know there was 2 people. This is news. Who's going to be playing Joe Biden on the next season of America the Clusterfuck? It's RuPaul. Didn't you know? What day and what time? I'll do my best. So literally, like during my normal streaming times, Saturday would honestly be fun because tomorrow is Faded Friday. So we usually listen to awesome music and get stoned and hang. But Saturday I'd definitely be down if you're free, or Sunday. Juana has an edible type that's fast acting like, oh no shit, that must be new. Like 10 to 15 minutes, but they still take like 2-3 hours before they kick in for me, and they're not that helpful. That sucks. See, and that's why I kept the vape around, because I'm kind of the same. I have a fast metabolism, but when it comes to drugs, for some reason, I'm like a turtle. Like, I'll take the gummies and not feel them till tomorrow. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm too hyper aware of it and I'm like waiting for it and that's my body says no. I don't know, but it's annoying. I'm kind of the same way, which is why I liked that vape. It helped me have the patience for the edible to do its thing. You know? I have unlimited amounts of weed stuff to smoke all day long. I can be 100% faded my whole life and not even put a dent in the supply at hand. I do not fuck with unknown edibles. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't with that much weed either. Or now with not unlimited. Like, I'm so with you on that one. Just had a one-on-one with my manager that I forgot about. That was interesting. Oh, but it was a great meeting. Okay, good. Sounds like I'm gonna be a team leader. Oh, fucking righteous. I'd say celebrate, but you just bought a $600 e-nail, so like, celebrate? I'm packing a bowl. Yes! Wait, I'm immortal? Wait, what game? I'm immortal? What game? Oh, wait, you mean because I'm in a game? I was gonna say, are you talking about Labyrinthine? Because yes, that was actually my was it a Christmas present or a birthday present to Zach? It was a gift to Zach. It's so weird. It's such a long, weird story. If we're talking about the same game, if we're in another game together, I need to know because I didn't know. But there is a horror game out there. I always forget how to pronounce it because I'm terrible. Labyrinthine. And it's one of those survival like team horror games. And you can play as me or you can play as Zach. However, we're very killable. As being, the humans of a horror survival game, obviously the point is to fucking die. But what happened was, I think the people that were making the game, they did something. I can't remember what it was, like a charity or something, where if you donated X amount of dollars, you could be a character in the game. And Swifter, I believe, donated X amount of dollars for Zach to be in the game. And so Zach was in the game. He like took headshots of himself and he'd been in the game for a while. And then Swifter did it again and was like, Katie, like, let's be sneaky about this. Let's get you in the game with Zach. And I was like, oh, fucking righteous. Let's do this. We can die together forever. And so very sneakily over the course of like 6 to 8 months, I was by myself sitting in my spare bedroom in like the best daylight possible in a white room, taking like 3D shots with my phone of my head, like doing the mocap shit of my face and my head and my body so that they could create my character. And then the day that they released it, we took like a picture together and posted it like, ooh, the game's coming out. Check out Zach. He's in the game. And then I showed Zach that I was in the game with him and he was pretty stoked. It was pretty exciting though. If we're talking about the same one. Yes. Yep. Yes. Isn't that fucking weird? It's very bizarre. It's so weird. When they sent me the character model, like they sent me just like a, like a bunch of shots of the 3D different views of the body of me and like the face and the hair. It's even like if you look at the character, and I'm sure you did, it's even got like the faded brown to blue. Like it's very very unsettling. Zach's character is just as good. Like it's really creepy. They did a really really fucking good job though. It was super cool, and it is very strange to be immortal in the way that I'm gonna. I mean, think of the like how many people have just like had me slaughtered mercilessly in the game. They're not helpful in the fast acting sense, but they definitely made me stoned off my ass. I mean, that's something. You run around in a hedge, and yes, that thing labyrinthine or something. Yeah, I can never remember. It's terrible. It's terrible that I can't pronounce it. I'm just so bad at it. A wise old hippie. Lady who's been to every Burning Man told me that you should never exceed 15 milligrams every 30 minutes unless you're intending to get faded on medibles. No shit. I typically run 25 milligrams for 30 minutes when I want to dose with medibles for a planned day of that kind of high. I ramp up in about a 2 hour and never get put out of commission. That's actually really smart. I just heard Zach scream very epically. That's actually really smart. Oh, I know. This was me in a way. Like, I had to keep my face in the same position in this white room and somehow use a phone to, like, take all these weird angle pictures of my face so they can make it. So I guarantee I have the, oh, fuck, we're gonna die face forever. Guarantee that. That's interesting that it's every 30 minutes, though, because that's kind of how I feel it is. I don't know. But, I mean, it's like I feel like I feel like being high, like, feeling high is so individual. It's hard to say, like, what happens to me is ever gonna happen to anybody else, because everybody has such weird stories. Like, I've known people that have eaten 600 milligrams and never not been high again, and I've known people that have done the same and never felt a thing. And it's not necessarily like one's using, like, sketch edibles from one state. It's usually both legit. It's just I don't know what it is. Like, I've done that. DC, 250 milligrams. It's legal in a weird way in DC. You can buy it legally, kind of. And it did nothing. Like, I felt nothing. I don't know, though. These space-time, I don't know what it is. Science, molecular shit. It's probably has something to do with, like, your gut biome and the permeability of your mucous membranes, the health of your mucous membranes, the vascularity of your mucous, like, the vascularity, that's not a word, the vasculature of your mucous membranes. Like, it probably has so much to do with so many weird details I don't understand. Gastronomy, is that the science of, like, the molecules your stomach breaks down and how they do, or is that just cooking? Digestion. I wish, honestly, like, I remember going into, anatomy and physiology, and we had to, you basically speed learn the entire human form in, like, a year. It's insane. And when we went through the digestive system, I was like, "Fuck, there's careers in this where I don't have to look inside people's assholes." Like, the digestive system is so goddamn fascinating. Hello, Jose, how are you? I wish I would have known that there were a million careers you can go into that had to do with that aren't necessarily just, like, scoping assholes, although that's where the money is and that's why people do it. I just particularly, like, not my thing, especially because no one wants to see you. You know what I mean? I feel like it's similar to being a dentist, but assholes. Like, literal bunguses are involved, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it's just like, how many dirty bunguses are out there? I don't wanna know. On that note, I have therapy in, like, 25 minutes, so I'm going to find someone cool to host you guys into or raid you guys into. It's a little bit early, it's, like, 30 minutes early, but fuck it. Therapy's important. We've been talking about mental health all day. The asshole scope lady, I mean, to be fair, like, Little Black Dress, like, wouldn't I make it fun? I feel like I would make I would make it the least painful it's gonna be. Like, I've prided myself on having a good patient rapport. Like, I was always good with, like, I'm good with people. I like to get along with people. I enjoy people mostly. Most of my patients were pretty badass with a few, like, icky eggs in there. I feel like I would make it kind of fun. Like, not in a creepy way, but like it's not gonna be as bad as you think it is when you come here. Like, I'll make you laugh kinda thing. I hope. Yeah, but you need to calculate digestive transit time divided by the efficiency of uptake. So you can't really know your gut biome, but if you take a prebiotic and get pretty good results. Also, liver function matters. That's it too. I don't drink, so that shouldn't that wouldn't matter for me at all. No one wants to be the asshole with oh my god, the asshole whisperer. Stop it. Shh, little butthole, just open for mama. Bolfy, really? Oh my god, we're both gonna have therapy stories tomorrow. Well, maybe. Hopefully. I always hope I don't have therapy stories, but if I ever have a takeaway lesson from therapy, I do tweet it to you guys because I mean, I figure if I get a lesson, there's gotta be at least one other person out there that can take away from whatever the fuck I'm getting. Because a lot of the times I learn something that I'm like, oh shit. We've talked about this in stream so many times, and we've all like sat together, like scratching our heads, like, what's wrong? Why are we broken? And we just answered it together. And now I'm gonna give your therapy I paid for to everyone for free because why not? Help a bitch. On that note, while I try to find someone cool to host to raid, hosting doesn't exist. Actually, I might. Is Zach still playing the game he was playing? He is. Okay, we're gonna raid Zach. He's fucking playing Metal Gear, and I'm gonna be honest, it's one of the funniest playthroughs I've ever seen in my entire life. The sheer amount of Easter eggs in this game have made me piss my pants. It's been so fucking funny. Oh my god, C-Town, I'm gonna be so excited. There's so many people. I mean, honestly, like if you want suggestions or anything, hit up people in the shenanigans. There's a lot of people in our community who work in bud tending or in the weed industry somewhere. You probably get good advice if you want to get into the industry. Seriously, 100%. Why do we all have therapy on Thursday? That is weird. Do we all have therapy today? Maybe because tomorrow's Faded Friday and we're gonna really need it. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? Shit. Try and figure you try to get able to open up. No, I would never. I mean maybe, but I wouldn't. Do you really? Yep, it's therapy day today. Let's all go get our brains shrunk and then we'll get weed and then tomorrow we'll hang out, we'll laugh and listen to good music and get high. It's gonna be great. I try to make mine not at night just because I run at 100% all day until like 8 p.m. And I feel like my energy level just goes from like awake Katie to I'm about to pass out if you make me sit down, Katie. It's so weird. So if I have really late therapy, I just tend to be really like not present. And I don't want to waste their time as much as I don't want to waste my own time and money. You know what I mean? You know, time is one of those invaluable things that like it just seems like such a fucking commonsensical thing not to waste anybody's time, and I always try not to. And I get a second wind around 10 p.m., but around 8 to 9, when the late appointments usually, I'm like, whatever. Trauma, what? Trauma, who? But tomorrow, if you didn't know, or if you're new to the channel, if you're just swinging by, tomorrow my channel is Faded Friday. We smoke and we fucking listen. We share awesome music. We listen to music all day. Sometimes it rolls into Saturday because people are enthusiastic and music's the best thing ever. I am getting all my watercolor stuff together. I thought we could do cool watercolors while we listen to music tomorrow or something, depending on the health of my neck, because my neck is a piece of shit. What else? Nothing. I have nothing. Happy Thanksgiving month, I guess. Turkey's overrated. Make risotto. That's a fucking challenge. Pee after sex. I love you. Bye.